The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hey guys, what's happening? Come on in. I want to make sure I get, if you can hear me just fine, go ahead and throw that in the question box. Everybody here? All right, beautiful. Andy, Kathy, William, Charlie, beautiful. Hey Don, Kathy, Frank, Robert, Darrell, Russell, Rick, man, you're piling in faster than I can read. Roger. Alan, all right, beautiful. Everybody, I'm coming through okay. And have Michael X here. Let's say, hey, Michael, make sure they got you loud and clear. I'm pretty sure
Hey,
they
Michael.
will.
Hey, what's happening, guys? Hey, you guys got yes on there? Yep, there's Mike. Hey, Mr. Taylor, how you doing? All right, good deal. All right.
All right. Well, I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and get this started. I'm going to give it about 2 seconds of silence, and then I'll kick it off. Hey, everybody, welcome to the webinar. This is Jack Mize, and I am very excited about this one this evening, mainly because I've seen what you're going to see in action, and actually got to see it from when it was in its petri dish, and how it grew into the lab, and to have someone on here that we have tonight, Michael X, who is, I think, is just one of the probably the top local SEO guys that I personally know. Now, I want to clear up a couple of things here. Is that a lot of folks thinks that, hey, Jack, but you don't like SEO. You don't like SEO guys. And it's not that I don't like SEO guys. I don't like SEO guys that focus on SEO at the peril of everything else that's called marketing. And I will tell you, Michael X is one of those guys that blends them beautifully. And in fact, to be honest, I'm envious of SEO guys for the skills they have, but not of a lot of their big picture stuff. But I'm envious of SEO guys because they can do some really cool stuff, which really makes me doubly envious of Michael X, because he's got the SEO down and he has the mind of a true marketer, and how to spin that SEO, especially for local businesses. So that's really why he's one of the favorite SEO guys that I like to follow. So you're going to see some really cool stuff here tonight, and I'm going to have my notepad out, and I would highly suggest that you have your notepad out, ready to go, because we can move fast, and I know you're going to get some really good ideas tonight. So with that, Michael, I'm going to turn it over to you.
All right. Hey, Jack, thank you so much for the very warm intro, too, by the way. It's about the only warm thing around here, because it's been in like single digits out here the entire time for a couple of days now. It's been pretty cold. So let's see what's on there. Sandy says, the headline is quite a claim. Well, I do agree that is quite a claim. But we'll talk about that here in just a minute. Now, we're here to talk about, folks, not just me, but you guys, mostly what you need, what you're trying to do with yourself, with your lives, with your business. And what I would probably consider over my last 10 years, kind of just the epiphany that I had midway through it was diversifying my income and how to diversify my income streams. And so that's why I'm here to talk to you guys about diversifying your income streams in 2013, how you can build a 10K a month business, 60 days or less with no website, no product, and no experience. And also, it has to do with getting on the first page of Google within 5 minutes. So that's kind of the important part and the kicker there. So yeah, also we're going to talk about a couple other things, but let's just kind of break down some of the rules of the road here for this. So turn off, tune out, cell phones, stuff like that. In fact, I literally have mine in my hand while I'm doing this presentation, turning it off right now, at least the ringtone's down. If you're sitting there building any houses of cards or any of that junk, anything that's distracting, obviously. You got some guy next to you with a hula hoop going crazy. I actually like the hula hoop. I'm kind of a hula hoop fanatic. But if you got a guy next to you, just elbow him really hard. Hopefully he stops doing that. Put on your makeup if you're going to. I already got mine done too. I usually do that in the mornings, not the evenings. And, of course, if there's anybody that you know is going to come in there and interrupt you like Mr. Kanye here, then you might want to tell them, hey, look, I'm going to be busy for the next hour or two. I'm going to be taking notes. I need to be paying attention. This is stuff that's really important to me. And so there we go. Also, this is an interactive presentation. I want to let you know if you have a question of any sort, please type in the question box. We're answering your questions the entire time. We're going to try and address every single question in the chat as well as verbally throughout this call this evening. Also, please let us know what you think at any given time. If you have something that just completely amazed you or something that you weren't really, I guess, very amazed with, then let us know. We do appreciate constructive criticism. So constructiveness is kind of the key to that little statement. Also, if you have an aha moment of any sort, let us know what it was and what you really got out of it, because that is important. I read everything that you guys are saying, and we actually review it after the presentation to kind of see, what was going on with folks, okay? Gideon, I like you already, man. Well, I like you too, man. So here's the big idea. Let me talk to you about a few things. And I also want to give you guys a really big warning. Here's the deal. There's a bunch of you on the call, and there's actually people still joining us right now. So hopefully as many people can hear this as possible. People who join us are going to kind of SOL, I guess. I'm going to take a volunteer out of the audience here in just a minute. So if you want to be a volunteer, listen very carefully right now, okay? Tune into the screen. Make sure you're all watching this right now. If you want to be a volunteer, I need you to get whatever email client you normally use, Gmail, Outlook, Yahoo, whatever the hell it is, okay? I swear, too, by the way, just a little addendum to this. If I offend you by my language, I'm sorry, I don't mean to. Sometimes I get excited and I have kind of a potty mouth over years of doing everything I've done in my life. So just kind of happens. Listen, here's the deal. Get your email client open, and if you want to be a volunteer, here's the deal. You're going to use your first name, your last name, and your city and state. I'm not going to do anything that's going to be detrimental to you or hurt you or your reputation or anything of any sort. I'm actually going to do something really cool for you and your branding, your own personal branding. So I want to make sure that you understand that, but if you're volunteering, I'm going to put your name and your picture up on the internet. So that is just, if you don't want to have that happen, don't volunteer. Okay? And I'll tell you here in just a minute when I'm going to do it. So the big idea with this is essentially that I'm going to show you a strategy that we've been using along with an 11-year-old website, and there's other sites out there that you can use as well, to teach our students and for ourselves build up income and traffic. And in fact, a lot of our students have been able to make anywhere between $5,000 to $10,000 or more per month. And these are case study guys. They're doing it part-time right now through affiliate sales and stuff. Now, you can do this several different ways, and I'm not going to here to talk to you about just affiliate marketing stuff. We're going to break it down on how this works enormously well with offline and local marketing, but also with affiliate marketing and all this other stuff, because it is about diversifying your income and getting multiple income streams rather than just getting paychecks from businesses, from B2B stuff. You may want to get some affiliate sales here and there, because you never know if maybe the economy hits another hard patch and a lot of those businesses just can't pay their monthly fee, and then all of a sudden you're again out of luck with your normal monthly income, and that can be a problem. So we're really about that. This is also for things that have to do with people who are authors, coaches, and all that. So by the end, you're going to know everything you need to know to call yourself a PR branding expert, or at least an expert if you know obviously more than the person or the business that you're providing services to. Now, this is actually something I learned from Jack, and it's something, as soon as he said it to me, I was like, you know what? It's absolutely true. And it changed my mindset, and it changed the mindset of a lot of people that have heard that statement after that. Because really, I mean, if you go to a garage and the auto mechanic, if you don't know a lot about cars, tells you this, 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 and this, clearly he's the expert. He knows a lot more about it than you. He may not know how to fix every single car on the planet, but he definitely knows how to fix what he's talking about there, hopefully, right? Or the dentist. I'm not going to argue with my dentist or my neurosurgeon about what's going on, right? I'm going to defer them because they're obviously the expert. Now, that doesn't mean they could fix everything, but they sure as hell know a lot more than I do. And that's kind of like that. So if you think you can handle that, that's what I'm talking about, okay? Jim says, cool, I actually heard about this thing 2 weeks ago. Awesome, because this is actually what you're seeing tonight is brand new training, brand new stuff. This is a brand new thing that I haven't ever shown anybody until just barely a couple weeks ago, and it's going to be gone in a week. So that's kind of how it works. We're not going to be talking about a lot of this sort of stuff because we're going to be out there doing it. So here's the deal. This is a solution for an enormous problem that's faced by businesses that have been affected by Penguin and Panda, as well as other folks that have been affected by the Google Places to switch over to the Google Local Plus or Google Plus Local, right? So type in the chat right now. Tell me who was affected, if you were affected by Penguin or Panda or both, or also if you were affected by the Google Plus changeover from Places. Tell me. Let me know. Because there's so many people out there that have been. It's absolutely crazy. And there's rumors right now that actually Google Local is going to make every business out there that even if you're verified, re-verify through postcards again. So there's actually some stuff going on right now, and they've actually been hanging up some businesses. Very, very disturbing stuff. But what's great about this is that when people see this new and different way of making money and getting rankings, the way that we're doing it right now, literally, I'm going to show you how fast I can rank something. They're going to think you're some kind of wizard. They're going to say, you know what, I don't know what it is that you do, but I just want you to do it for me. And please don't do it for my competitors, right? And of course, people that we show the results to understand instantly how this can benefit them, because you literally do this right in their office. You should probably walk out of there with a check. And I'm going to show you here in just a minute exactly what I'm talking about and how you can do it too. Now, the fact of the matter is Google News and press release submissions are among the top strategies that are used to drive traffic and sales right now. Right now. And it's been this way for years too. But even more so right now. Promote branding campaigns for yourself and for your clients, customers. Conduct reputation management, or what I like to call preemptive reputation management, where you actually go out there and you work hard on a couple of different things that are in positive kind of connotations for your business or for yourself. So when somebody actually does come and complain or give a bad review, it's harder for that to stick or stay because you've got all this positive, great stuff about yourself up already, or your clients, of course. You can get local and national exposure using these methods, and you can rank very, very quickly for highly competitive keywords. This is super effective, and I'm going to show you how that works. And again, you can resell this to businesses as a service. You can give it to them as an upsell. You can do it for your own purposes. You can do it to just basically display your skills. And, of course, you can do it for affiliate marketing and more. Now, we've been able to rank our press releases and our news releases and other properties like our own websites and actually push them up in the rankings on the first page of major search engines for competitive keywords, sometimes in 24 hours or less, and literally in 5 minutes or less at times. I'm going to show you some screenshot proof and stuff of that here in just a moment. Now, specifically with this, folks, the power of press releases is absolutely amazing. And I'm going to show you how you will use press releases and news releases to diversify your income streams through affiliate sales, offering business-to-business PR services. You can do lead capture and promotion where you actually build lists in different niches if you want to, and then email market to them, and much, much more. This works for all of that. Let's see. Michael just asked me, but how long do they stay there? Michael, I'm going to get to that, I assure you, because that is a major problem and concern for a lot of folks, okay? Now, Jim says, I've got his attention. Well, Jim, I'm about to get everybody's attention here in just a minute. So people who aren't watching the screen are going to probably need to tune into the screen real quick because you're going to actually want to see this for yourself. You're not going to want to just listen to it, I assure you. It's going to be some crazy stuff. But here's the deal, folks. Most people have been flat out ignoring this simple strategy. I don't even care if they're seasoned pros at making money on the internet. Most of them have not been doing it. And I'll admit, even I wasn't doing it for a long time until I started seeing results from it from my friends, and I said, well, I need to get me some of that, right? And so I went out there and started working on it. And of course, if anybody knows me, when I start doing something that I want to be the best at, I kind of go overboard a little bit, and I try and really go out there and do it. If anything, I'm so competitive with myself. It doesn't even matter with everybody else, right? But the thing is this works gangbusters time and time again to get results for clients, for local businesses, for yourself. And again, it works amazingly well for affiliates, for social and branding campaigns, and more. Now, I'm going to show you the power that you have at your fingertips right now. This is stuff that you're going to be able to go out there and do. Okay? You're going to be able to do this yourself. So I'm going to take a volunteer here in just a moment. All right. Just a moment. Now, of course, press releases and news releases stuff, these have been around forever. They've been around for 10, 15, 20, 30 years, right? even before the internet when they did this print-wise. And they've been working that long. But again, there's been some changes with the algorithms in the last couple of years, and specifically in the last year, that have enabled kind of a, what I like to call kind of a secret, trap door, where you can kind of get in there and you can do a lot of stuff with ranking and traffic using these things. And that's what I'm kind of here to address right now. So let me go ahead and pause my screen here. Now I'm going to get the volunteers. So volunteers, everybody who I kind of mentioned, if you're ready, you guys have your email clients open. Here's what you're going to do. I need you to send an email to news, N-E-W-S, news, at simplepressrelease.com. The email needs to contain the following pieces of information. It needs to contain your name, first name and last name. It needs to contain a picture of you and the city and state that you live in. And if you want extra credit points, you can go ahead and put your business phone number or a phone number that you'd want people or prospects to call you at if they're looking for business. Okay, go. Go, 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 as fast as you can. I'm going to pick somebody out of the audience right now. News at simplepressrelease.com. That's where you want to send the email. News at simplepressrelease.com. First and last name, city and state you live in, picture. And if you want the extra credit thing, you can throw in the phone number. If you want to wait and I'll pick whoever the person is, I'll get the phone number from you if you don't get in there fast enough. Just go. And let me go ahead and pull up my screen real quick over on my other screen. And we will see. Nobody's got it all in yet. Oh, here they start coming. Let's see. All right, volunteers. You guys got 30 more seconds and then you're done. I need the picture too, so if you didn't send a picture, you're not in luck. All right, 10 more seconds. All right, we're going to pick somebody right here. Let's see, who should I pick? Who's this guy? Albany, Georgia, huh? Michael Hughes. Michael, I'm going to pick you, man. That's a very nice picture of you, by the way, I must say. Everybody congratulate Michael. I'm going to pick him. Don't be too disappointed if I didn't pick you. That is okay. You will be all right. Okay.
There you go,
Michael, if you want me to
all
put
right.
your business phone number in here, just go ahead and type it into the question area real quick, and I will grab that from you. All right, man? Here's the deal. All right. Yeah, he's in Georgia. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get going. Now, some of you might think, well, what I'm about to see here is kind of boring because all he's doing is just like kind of editing this little document and then putting it online. But you're going to see just how easy this is to actually work. So let me kind of log in real quick here and go to article management. And actually, my bad, I need to go to add a new article. So what I'm going to do, okay, there's Michael's phone number right there. Good job, man. Thank you. So let me get logged in here to my back end. It's taking its time. There we go. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and actually change this to one of my other friends' names because I don't want to post it under mine right now for this particular thing. And there we go. I'll give him the credit for this. All right. And now check this out. Now, Kirk, definitely pay attention again because, we always go over a little bit different stuff every time. But go ahead and type in the questionnaire and tell me what you thought about the last one. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm going to go ahead and take Mr. Michael Hughes. Now, Mr. Hughes, do you do anything specific? Do you do anything that's, are you an offline marketer, or you do business, or do you do like things like mobile apps, or is there anything specific that you want to be known for? Because what I can also do is just, I'll do you as coolest business owner or coolest marketer of 2013. That sounds okay. So just type in there real quick, and I'm going to start changing some of the stuff around, like name, for instance. Michael Hughes. This is a pre-prepared press release that I put out there. Reputation in mobile marketing. Okay. Gotcha. So I'm going to go ahead and find some of these in here, see if I can get it done. Actually, say change name. All right, and let me start finding some of these. So I'll go ahead and replace that one. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just replace all of these. And what I'm going to do back in just a minute, I'm going to kind of edit it. All right, so next one is going to be the city. I'm going to go ahead and just put in here Albany. We'll start up here at the top again. Da-na-na-na-na. City, 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 and good. All right, and the state, of course, is Georgia. I like Georgia. It's not too bad. I lived there for a while. For sure. Let's see. So you guys see how easy this is. I'm just kind of changing this stuff out. And like I said, this is pre-prepared. I actually wrote this previously tonight. So it makes it easy for me to just slide this information in here. Let's see, what else have I missed? The headline. I haven't got the headline yet. So you are a reputation and mobile marketing guy. So I'm going to say coolest. I could say mobile marketer, but I'm going to say marketer, if you don't mind. If you want coolest mobile marketer, I'll definitely do it. Just let me know in there. All right, folks, I'm going to go ahead and edit a little bit more of this. And I'm going to throw his telephone number in here. Don't anybody start calling him tonight. That'd be kind of rude. You would become a distraction. All right, 322-0404. If you want dashes or periods, just let me know if there's any specific thing you want. Some people are a little picky about that. Okay, Mr. Hughes, I'm going to type in there. And let's see, and I'm going to do headline here. Coolest marketer of 2013. Replace, 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 replace. All right, we're good. All right. Now, if you guys see anything like glaringly obvious that I need to change, let me know. I can go back and edit this whenever I want to, even after I post it, so it's not a big, huge deal, just so you guys know, okay? But if you just see anything like glaringly obviously, let me know ahead of time so I can get it all in there as good as I can right now. And then if, Michael, if you want to give me a video after the webinar, I will attach a YouTube video to this. If you want to shoot one, you can shoot a YouTube video, and I can throw one on here at any time for you. I don't have any problem with embedding it on there for you. So I will hook you up with that. Okay, so let me see here. It was officially named, da-da-da-da. Let's see, cool results. Specialist Michael Hughes was phones. Acclaim. Let's see. Michael was revealed as the coolest marketer. We're just going to say Michael's. Mr. Hughes. We'll do that again. Is there an and well? Let me look and see. Where's that at, guys? Somebody said that there's one on there. And well, thank you. Got it. First paragraph in a web ballot. We'll call that, we'll actually change that to a online poll. Does that sound all right? All right, 6 paragraph. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To be honest, I don't know that there was an opinion poll being carried out. What's my name? Let me see. All right. Well, I don't know. Mike was just asking, is there any blowback when somebody realizes the local poll that you mentioned doesn't exist? Well, let's see. We just had an online poll. So everybody on here, go ahead and type in, who do you think is the coolest guy on this, or in Albany right now? Can you just type in Michael Hughes real quick? Then we just had an online poll. Go ahead. Oh, wow. A bunch of you guys are typing in. Type in Michael Hughes real fast. Come on. We want to make sure this is legit, right? Oh, wow. Okay.
I'd like to nominate, I want to nominate Michael Hughes.
Michael Hughes is overwhelmingly the winner, and I have the proof to back it up right now because I'll go ahead and save the question right now. Wow, there's a lot of people typing in Michael Hughes. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that.
Man, that's what a coincidence. How many of you guys, that's what I want to know, how many of you guys have never been polled before? Who's never been polled?
How comfortable is that polling, by the way?
Yeah. All right, all you guys that say me, well, now you have. So that was the last time you could say that.
There you go. That was the last time. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take that. I'm going to do a couple of other things here. I'm going to say for immediate release. I'm going to say newswire.net. We're going to change this to January, what is today, the 16th, 2013. Albany, Georgia. All right, thanks guys for participating. I really appreciate it. Very, very important that you guys do that, and it's very nice when you guys do. Okay, so I'm going to take an abstract right here, and let me just fix some of this formatting in here. For some reason, it's giving me a little hard time. And I also have a picture of Mr. Hughes, so I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of work on that here in just a minute as well before I upload it. You guys can see what I'm doing. As you see, I mean, this is not as glamorous as it looks, right? I mean, I'm just sitting here just kind of posting up something. It's not like I'm getting, you know, a virgin out to sacrifice her or anything in order to get to the first page of Google or the first spot of Google for something. Now, what I want you to do is put this in context is, what if you were in somebody's office doing this for them right now? And this is kind of what you could do, right? Let me show you what you can do when you're in somebody's office doing this for them to show them your skills, or don't do it in front of them and just kind of call them up a little bit later. Now, I've got his picture here, but before I do that, I'm going to say Michael Hughes, say coolest marketer of 2013, Albany, Georgia. And we'll say the, and Albany, oh, I got it. And you guys are on the ball, thank you. Yeah, now we're going to image caption again. Like I said, I can put in a video, we can do that. You can also do iframes and stuff with this too, but I'm not going to get too far into that right now. I do need to throw together a couple of things real quick, so let me make sure that my screens are up here. Now I'm going to go ahead and drag him over here real quick and hit properties so you can see this. Now I'm going to change a couple of things. I'm going to change the name of the picture actually to Michael Hughes, coolest marketer of 2013. I'm going to change the details on the photo as well. Oh yeah, I want to say 2013 for sure, Austin. He's going to have an entire year. So we're going to say Michael Hughes, Albany, GA. We're going to say Michael Hughes, coolest marketer, Albany. Definitely, that's a 5-star picture if anybody thinks so. I think it's a really good photo. We'll say Michael Hughes. We'll say, actually, let me change these tags here. Hold on a minute. We'll say coolest marketer of 2013, coolest marketer, Albany. Let's see, Albany, GA, coolest marketer. Marketer 2013, Michael Hughes. And I could throw in a couple more if I want to, but I'll probably just leave it at that. Now, I am going to do a couple of other things real quick, one of them being this. Actually, I'm going to take the other one because I edited that one a little bit more. So let me grab this real quick. And I'm going to throw that in there and hit OK. Oh, I don't want to change the file extension. My bad. Hold on. Tell me I don't have to do that again. That will suck. Hold on a second, folks. I do, so hold on a minute. Sorry about that. Michael Hughes. That's what happens with live, right? Coolest market of 2013. Go ahead and save that first. Give me a hassle. Hold on. Oh, it's the .jpeg. My bad. I'm sorry, guys. That's better. There we go. Now I can go ahead and do this again. Okay. Oh, at least it saved all that. Awesome. Perfect. Okay. And we'll say Michael Hughes. Actually, we'll say coolest marketer Albany. All right, we'll save all that. Yeah, this works. Now, meta tags work. Google does read them and see them, and they actually index them too. And they actually show them in image results and things, so I know for a fact that they take those into consideration. So you need to take them into consideration as well. So I just moved that over to my other screen real quick so I can jump back on to post this. So sorry about that. For a moment, I just had to redo that. So let me go ahead and throw this file on here. Let me go and upload this real quick. And I have now uploaded it. Now I just need to throw in a couple more things. I'm actually just going to go ahead and open the properties here on here so I can take the tags that I have in here already. So I don't have to retype them. So Michael Hughes, coolest. Let's see, we'll just do, there we go, there. Georgia, coolest marketer. All right, and a meta description. I'm just going to go ahead and take this. I'll fix recognized real quick so it's not the English version. See there. All right, we're looking good, and we're going to call this Michael Hughes. You guys see how easy this is. Just keep on watching. Hughes, coolest marketer. Now people are probably going to ask, well, yeah, but can you get competitive keywords? I will address that in just a moment because I will show you some proof. All right, and I actually will fix that to an underscore as well. Okay, so we should good, and like I said, I can go back through and change this or fix it if I need to in any way, shape, or form. I'm going to go ahead and get ready to do this. So you guys ready here? I'm going to do one last thing, and that is pull up Google. Now, as you see right here, this is in incognito mode, so nobody's signed in or anything, so it's not going to give personalized results at all. In fact, I was playing the Google little video game that was on here with the Zamboni today. It's kind of fun. So you see Zamboni guy. Anyways, what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to just do a couple of searches. So let's look up Michael Hughes, Albany, Georgia. So I don't see Michael Hughes, Albany, Georgia. I see Intellis and My Life and all this stuff like this. All right. We can say GA real quick just to take a look. Dr. Some of these people here. Let's try coolest marketer, Albany, GA. You can also try Georgia. So Langstiff marketing, Albany restaurants, lawyers, stuff like that. Let's just try Albany. And we'll just say of 2013, Albany. So not seeing any of this. And you can go on and on. There's going to be other ones too. I've done it with like businessman or business and business owner and all that cool stuff, or mobile app developer, stuff like that. So as you see right here, there's no results showing up. So I'm going to go ahead and come down here. You guys are going to cross your fingers with me? Go ahead and cross your fingers. Can you type something in the chat? Are you guys with me on this? Let's do it. You guys ready? Just say yes. Ready to rock, crossed, any of that stuff? All right, so here's the scary part. Because if this doesn't work, I'm going to look like a total jackass on this call. All right, so everybody tells me I'm a pretty brave guy for doing this live because ain't about nobody else going to do this but me. But you know what? I really don't care because I know it works. And so Let's do this. All right, you guys with me? Let's do it. All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I hit publish, and it is now going to publish. Might take just a moment. Okay, article's out. So there we go. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually grab the URL of the article. Here's Mr. Hughes right here, so you can actually take a look. This is the press release. We put a video up. It's actually going to appear right over here on the right side. So, Michael, seriously, shoot a video. It'll be in your best interest. I can even tell you what you want to name the video later on if you want to change the title after you do it, but just get me a video. It'll help you out. And then we can also do a couple of things down here. If you want me to add any of your personal, like Google Plus or Facebook information or stuff down there, I'm more than happy to do it for you too. Just email me, and we'll get it to you. So if you need your email address, just let us know, and my assistant and partner, Mark, over here will take care of it for you. So here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure some search engines find it real quick. So I'm going to send a ping to all of them. So I just pinged them. Hopefully they're going to find it here in just a minute. And then I'm going to continue on with my presentation, if you don't mind. So we can kind of get that started.
I want to find out real quick, if I can, how many of you feel like you're watching the guy on the trapeze at the circus without a net right now? You almost feel kind of scared. Any? Is there tension? I feel tension in the. Who's tense right now? I'm telling you, man. You do it to me. You're building that tension. It's good. It's like a movie here. I think everybody's a little bit on the edge of their seat. So
it's a little scary.
Is it? Well, whatever you do, don't let us down. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, whatever I do, just don't fail. So, all right, folks. So this is literally how easy that was. You guys saw me do it. It took me about 20 minutes, maybe a little less, maybe a little more, but about 20 minutes, and that's what I just did right there, right? So let's just kind of go forward. Now, I am going to ask you a very serious question right now. Please, have a serious question right now. What's the best place to hide a dead body? Does anybody know the best place to hide a dead body? This is a for real question. Go ahead and type in the chat. What do you guys think? Somebody says next to Jimmy Hoffa. Yeah, no, for real, right? Pig farm, yeah, that's true too. So you probably like the movie Snatch, right? Bucket of acid. I grew up in Nevada, out by Las Vegas, out by some mining areas. So bottom of a deep mine shaft, right? One of those. Actually, the best place to hide a dead body is on page 2 of Google, guys. You put a dead body there, and ain't nobody going to find it for years, if then, right? I mean, flat out, point blank, that's the way it works. Now, I was just informed that I probably want to bring up my search browser again real quick. So here's the deal. I'm going to actually go ahead and refresh this right now, and let's see what happens. Hopefully it comes up. Let's see, coolest marketer. What am I looking for here anyways? Does anybody want to jump on and tell me? Let's see. Let's just say Michael Hughes.
Yeah, just coolest marketer, Albany, Georgia.
Okay, let's try Albany. Let's see, did it show up on here at all? Okay, so I've already got to number 5 or 6 spot right here in less than 5 minutes. See, Google's a liar. They say 20 minutes right there. So there's Michael Hughes Albany. He wasn't even on here before for sure. Let's just try marketer. Let's see, that right there, he's already number 4 for Michael Hughes marketer. Let's say coolest. Michael Hughes coolest. I can even go one further, marketer. Number 1. Michael, what do you think about that? I'm about to, if you don't mind, if you have a speaker, I'll go ahead and unmute you for a second if you want to say something about that. If not, that's no big deal. How about this one right here? Let's try coolest marketer Albany. Did I try that one already? Number 1. So how do you guys like that? What do you think? Michael, I'm gonna unmute you for a minute. Just give me a yes if you don't mind, and tell me no if you don't want to. Either way, it's fine. Yes or no? Give me a. It'd be a shame if you actually left before this happened, right? He might be finding a mic too right now. Who knows? Let's see.
His phone's probably started ringing.
Yeah, that's true. There you go. Mr. Hughes, are there? Yeah, he fainted. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm going to unmute you for a minute if you have a microphone. Are you there? There you are.
Hello?
Hello, Michael?
Yes, this is Michael.
Hey, Michael, how's it going? So we just ranked you up there for some cool stuff like Coolest Marketer Albany and all that. Was that a little impressive for you?
That was pretty impressive. I actually thought that you were going to do a video because I know you can rank videos pretty quick sometimes also. So
absolutely. If you shoot a
impressed.
video, I'll give you a little advice on the titling, what you need to do, and I'll add it to this. You usually can get that on there too. So, anyways,
I will definitely send you a video.
Yeah, send it to me, and then if you want any of your Google Plus stuff on there, Facebook stuff, any of your business information, business address or anything, just send it to me, and I'll go ahead and throw it on here for you and whatnot. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'll go ahead and mute you, but thank you for being a volunteer. I appreciate it, man.
All right. Thank you.
All right, folks. So who here enjoys that at all? Who thought that was kind of cool? So I'm going to go ahead and restart my presentation here. All right, a few people. All right, good. So here's the deal, folks. It's like this. The big players get it, right? The biggest companies out there have been using press releases to dominate their competition, dominate their market, and get traffic for years. I mean, flat out, do you think that companies like Coca-Cola or Nintendo or even the Vatican go out there and do press releases, because they don't work? Absolutely not. They work, and they know they work, right? They all put in press releases all the time, folks, all the time. So big players get it, right? But like nobody does this. Nobody goes out there and does this. And I know some of you folks may have heard of press releases. You may have even done them. I mean, you may have had some good results with them. But I'm not going to tell you right now, are you getting $10,000 a month plus in, business-to-business sales, affiliate checks and stuff with them? Because if you're not, then you need to listen up. It's a major majority of businesses, marketers, affiliates have been in the dark, flat out in the dark, about how effective these strategies are and how to make this work. But you have to know how to do it right. And I'm going to address some of the questions out there because a few people have asked us, well, how long is it going to stay up? What about their staying power? What's going to happen, right? The fact of the matter is many press releases actually fade over time. Now, why do they fade over time? Now, I told you this presentation is going to be something where you're going to want to take a lot of notes. So take notes if you're, needing to, because I'm telling you, I'm giving you some good information here, especially when it comes to press releases. Why they fade over time? It's going to be having to do with competition for the keywords. It's going to have to do with how much information comes out about that particular product or niche itself, right? If you type in Facebook Open Graph right now or Facebook Graph Search right now, it's like every single blogger in the blogosphere tech world is writing about it, and you literally see 1 minute ago, 2 minutes ago, 1 minute ago, 2 minutes ago. That's going to be a harder one to try out and go out there and rank because there's just so much competition media-wise from all these huge outlets and stuff like that. So there's that. That's one of those things that causes it to kind of slip and slide. Okay. Sometimes one of the other problems that people have is that affiliate or CPA marketers sometimes go out there and they put up press releases and stuff, and then the CPA offer changes or ends or gets turned off or something like that, and then all of a sudden you have this traffic that's coming to this article and you can't send it to the right place or you can't send it to the product. So that's an issue. A lot of times, again, press releases and news releases just get pushed down and eventually fall out of the results. So how do you fix that? Well, you can. Now, this is a picture of me. People, I'm going to give extra credit points to whoever can answer the question, where does that phrase come from? Who was that masked man? Who's the first person that can answer that? Who was that masked man? Where does that come from? Nope, William, you're wrong. Oh, let's see. Tim got it. Tim Schwar. High five. Everybody mixes up Zorro and the Lone Ranger. I like them both, Zorro and the Lone Ranger, but I was a big Lone Ranger fan when I was a kid. I used to listen to all the radio broadcasts and stuff like that because I used to redo them from like the 50s and stuff. So yeah, I've been kind of known as kind of a mad scientist sort of guy, as Jack was alluding to earlier, how he kind of saw this project from its infancy and in the lab and stuff like that. We do a lot of cool stuff here. We build stuff and then we try it out and see if it works. And if it does, we obviously pass it along. And if it doesn't, we figure out what results came out of it and what we can do to avoid having problems using it. Sometimes we do black hat stuff on sites to see what penalities Google and the other search engines do. Sometimes they give you boosts too. And as far as I'm concerned, I will do everything I can to figure out how a search engine works, and that's what we do here. Now, Some of you folks do not understand this or know me very well, but I'm going to kind of tell you a little bit about myself and my background. I'm actually a certified interrogator. I've interrogated quite a few people over the years, but I used to go out there and do that sort of thing as a line of business and work. So it does work, and it's kind of a fun thing to do. It works well for parenting, and it works well for business meetings and negotiations and stuff. It's not always the best situation out there. I'm kind of an SEO ninja. I'm part of some elite masterminds of people who get together a couple of times a year to pretty much talk about search engine optimization, what's working, what isn't. Literally, we own thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of sites amongst all each other, kind of cumulative. So we are able to pool results from stats and be able to look and see exactly what is working, what isn't working, and know when we're being fed a line of BS from Google and a few other people, right? So listen to this. This is a picture. Obviously I'm masterminding with some big players out there. If you notice some of the people in the picture, there's some big folks out there, and we get along out, I guess, just meet together and like I said, talk and mastermind about this stuff. So that's how we're able to do this. I speak at events and I speak at training conferences and stuff. I've created several six-figure businesses since my mid-20s. I have also lost some of those businesses as well, so I've gained some good experience in that kind of realm of learning how to fail, right? You got to learn how to fail before you can learn how to succeed. And I've coached thousands of students on how to make money on the internet, and literally hundreds of one-on-one coaching students over the years. But I have helped people like you. Yes, Gideon, it is. I have helped people like you. Now, some of you folks out there, I want you to actually type in the question area right now, but how many folks out there feel like you can't see the forest for the trees? Maybe there's just too much stuff in the way. Whether it's like too many distractions out there, maybe too many conflicting information, differing opinions, and stuff like that, right? You go out there and you're trying. I mean, what's the number one thing you got to do? Well, all your clients, they want more business. They want to make more money. They want more customers. But the fact of the matter is, too, is a lot of them want to see their stuff on the first page of Google. Or they want to see you ranking on there. And it gets to be kind of hard to keep on explaining to them, well, it's going to take a little bit of time. If you can do something like this to kind of get their attention, could you sell that? How many people right now could you sell this to a business if you walked in and showed them that you could rank for a keyword like that? Come on. How many people could sell this? I know you guys out there are selling machines. You guys are Jack's people. Jack's like the best sales guy I know when it comes to selling prospects, right? Of course you can. Maybe some of you folks out there right now feel like you're chained to a desk or you're working for somebody else. You feel like you're going to live and die in a cubicle like this folks and this guy right here, right? I've actually had cubicles that look almost like that. Almost like that. Look, you see the Godfather actually above their computer monitor. That's kind of funny, right? I mean, maybe some of you guys feel like you're barely treading water. Sometimes you're going out there trying to just go out there and sell prospects day in and day out, and yet they just will not become clients because they say, well, that's great, but how fast can you get results? It's an important thing. Are you one of those folks out there right now that's been struggling to get the business started in general because you keep on running into these kind of problems? I got a bunch of you folks saying yes. It's kind of a revolving door of businesses, right? Says Richard. Yeah, absolutely. Maybe you feel like you painted yourself in a corner financially, or maybe painted yourself in a corner with what you're doing. I've alluded to it being a kind of a diverse source of income, like having income coming in from different directions. Maybe the only thing that you're offering people right now is SEO services or some marketing services. Maybe you need to kind of get some affiliate stuff out there because you never know when something's going to dry up. I'm going to tell you right now, I painted myself in a corner financially a few years ago when I had a six-figure a year business. I was in my mid-20s, and I was selling stuff, physical products, and then I lost my distributor. And I literally went to sleep making six figures a year and living my life and not working a lot, and woke up in the morning to having my entire business pretty much down in the dirt, right? Gone. That's it. See ya. Now, how would you feel? How would you feel if you lost six-figure a year business right there in less than 24 hours? Just gone. Poof. Horrible, right? But that was the best day of my life because I went and said, I'm never going to let that happen again. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to learn how to affiliate market. And I'm going to basically go out there and have more than one stream of income or source of cash flow. And that's when I typed into Google, what is affiliate marketing? And I began my journey on how to diversify my income. And the whole fact of the matter is many of you guys have been wondering how you can get yourself stuck out of that corner that you're stuck in as well. And this is how you can do it, by something that works this easily, this fast. You saw me. It took 20 minutes. It was not that glamorous. I sat there bumbling around, typing in some stuff, and that's it. I didn't backlink a damn thing, right? I didn't do anything. I just posted it. And that's it. I'm already on there. Now, I would, of course, want to backlink and do some stuff, and we'll talk about that later, but that's crazy stuff. But I have a track record of helping people escape situations just like those that you just saw a moment ago, and the kind that you're probably in right now. And I literally take them by the hand and help them achieve these goals to set things that they set for themselves, for their business. I don't know what everybody's goals are until I talk to them and say, you know, what are you trying to do? What is your end game here? What is your intention? And then let's go do it, right? So some results that we've gotten out there are just like this. I mean, we've done things like jailbreak iPad 3. For a lot of affiliate marketers out there, or CPA marketers, ranking #1 for something like jailbreak iPad 3 is brilliant, right? I mean, you can get that and then basically have CPA offers embedded in that press release saying, get a free iPad. Well, somebody who wants to jailbreak an iPad 3, of course, is going to want another iPad. Now I can have 2 iPads, right? Especially if it's free. Somebody enters in their email address from the link in the press release, you make a couple of bucks, right? We literally are able to do this, and we got over 2,000 product clicks in less than 24 hours of posting some stuff about Christmas stuff. One of them I'm going to show you here in a minute. Here's Play Better Golf, one of the hardest keywords out there. One of the keywords out there that's been talked about in the internet marketing industry for a long time. You see 220 million results. We posted this up, and in 3 hours, our press release was on the first page of Bing for Play Better Golf and started getting traffic, right? So Eric says, who enters jailbreak iPad 3? A lot of people, actually. A lot of people want to find out how to jailbreak their iPad. So if you have a press release about it or a video about it or both, and they're both pointing to a offer to get free iPads as well, a lot of people are going to go ahead and just type in their internet or their email address. They don't even have to buy an iPad. They don't have to buy anything. They just type in their email address and you get paid. That's how that works with the CPA stuff. Play Better Golf, that's actually, you can send it to affiliate offers and everything else as well. Here's Skylanders. This is a physical product that sent them to an Amazon store, to the Skylanders stuff. It's basically a popular little toy for Nintendo Wii and kids. My son actually plays it. He likes it. Stuff like that. That one, page 1 above the fold, got a couple thousand product clicks within the first 24 hours. This is during Christmas, obviously. How much did it cost for you to submit the press release? Well, I own that network along with some partners. So it doesn't cost me anything, Scott. I can do it for free all day long. And that's the beauty of this, is we're going to allow you guys to have that opportunity to post on this as well and get the same kind of results. So what does this actually mean for you? What does all this stuff that we've talked about up until now actually mean for you, sitting right there? You, on the other side of this monitor, right? It means that you will create multiple streams of income by utilizing the power of press releases and news. Okay? Yeah, that's me and Jack right there. No, you crazy. We're much better looking than that. All right, now here's your blueprint. And I want to know how many people here actually would like a complete blueprint to exactly how to do this. So go ahead and type in the chat right now. Do you want an actual blueprint on how to do this? I'm going to give you guys a couple of examples right now on how this works and what you could do and say to actually go out and sell this right now. You guys want to? Got bunches of yeses right here. Absolutely. Yes, yes, for sure. Give me the blueprint. This is what I'm talking about, okay? So here's the deal. Your blueprint is this. You're going to utilize Newswire, just like I did, and other PR news sites to get clients. Okay, you can use this to get clients. So one way you can do that is you can show prospects what you can do. You can literally walk in the office and show them what you can do. Tell them. Say, you know what? Normally, a system this powerful, usually if I post something on here, this is a powerful system. And basically, I just want you to know that it usually costs, $500, $600 per post on here for businesses I work with. And you can tell this to the prospect. Say, I'm going to go ahead and do this for you right now. If I can get you on the first page, then you can start paying me for this post. Or I'll do this free one for you at first, and then after that, it's going to cost you. Now, normally I charge $500 or $600 for each one of these, but if you want, I'll do 4 of them for you for a month for $600. See, 4 times 5 is $2,000, so they're getting $1,400 off this service, and all they need to do is just sign a contract or sign an agreement saying that they're going to pay you monthly and do 4 of them, right? That's it. That's all you got to do. So you can give them a taste of this. You actually do it for free. Kind of like how Jack says, let them take the puppy home. They're not going to bring the puppy back, right? You give them coolest, chiropractor or best chiropractor in Las Vegas, and they're actually on there with a news story, you think they're going to call you and say, you know what, I really don't like that, so go ahead and take that down, and I don't want to do this anymore. Of course they're not going to do that. You can put something up for them prior to this, right? So you can basically preemptively strike them and rank them for, chiropractor Austin, Texas, or best chiropractor Austin, Texas, pre-rank a press release, walk in there and say, by the way, you're the first person I visited today in regards to this. I already ranked #1 for best chiropractor Austin, Texas on this press release. I'd be more than happy to go ahead and put links to your business and put your business information in there, because I can go ahead and edit this. And if you'd like to do that, we can get started today. It'll cost you $200 or something like that, right? You can use this as an affiliate marketer to promote products and services as well. You can promote any type of affiliate offer that's out there. You can promote books on Amazon. Amazon, literally has book launches all the time. So you can just find something that's selling well on there, or that's getting a lot of traction, do some press releases on it, and drive them to that Amazon store and take a piece of it. Same thing with music, same thing with movies, same thing with anything that you want to. Any type of affiliate offer, CPA offer, any of that stuff works, folks. You can go drive traffic directly to the press releases and sell the stuff directly off the press releases. You don't have to build a website if you don't want to. We try and encourage you to do that for lead capture if you want, so you can email market to them time and time again, but you do not have to. So the fact is, and let me ask you a simple question, and this is actually something that you may be familiar with because you are a student of Jack's and you've seen Jack in action, and this is a question that I actually learned from Jack probably a year or two ago, and it's one that as soon as I heard him say it, I was like, God damn, he's brilliant. And that's why I just, whenever Jack opens his mouth, I listen. That's just kind of how it is. But you go out there and you just ask him a simple question. This is probably a question that Jack would ask them this exact way. So get your pens and pencils out and write this down. This is something that you can ask the business right now. That will work. If I could show you how to get on the first page of the search engines for your keyword in as little as 24 hours or less, first page, 24 hours or less, would there be any reason that you would not want to hear about that? And I've actually been able to land clients with this because they said, well, I'm not sure about your service. I've been burned by SEO companies before. I spent a lot of money with that. And I said, you know what? That's fine. I totally understand. I'll tell you what. Just give me a day or two. I'm going to do something kind of cool. I'll email you. Boom. I rank something on the first page of Google for a keyword that they've been trying to rank for years. I email them and say, hey, go ahead and type this in and tell me what you see. I get an email response back saying, come down and pick up a check, right? This works. So would there be any reason you would not want to hear about it? Of course they're not going to say that, right? Of course they're not going to say it. Johan says, I use it every day. I use this line every day. Absolutely. This is a no you want to hear. So this is something I learned from Jack. As soon as he said it, I think he actually, I've heard him say it several times. He said it at a conference of ours when he came to speak one time. And I was just like, my God, man, these kind of questions are the kind of questions that you want to hear people say no. So you can use this as a service for businesses and charge them a premium price for it. You can say, look, if you go out there and do press releases, it can cost you anywhere from $300, $400, $500, the lowest price, all the way up to $1,000 or more per release. But I have the ability to do this because I have access to this system. So I can go ahead and do 4 of them for you per month for this price. You put up releases if you want to, like I said, and contact a business and point the #1 ranked release at their site and lease it to them if you want to. You sell business-to-business services as an upsell and say, hey, not only can I do the SEO for you, but I can also do some PR branding for you and actually do some really cool stuff with some keywords and help out your brand and do some preemptive reputation management, sell the monthly releases, help them out with one-time PR blasts, and just, like I said, make an actual recurring income by designing this so they pay you monthly for press releases and you give them a nice discount off of the retail price, right? As an affiliate marketer, you can go out there and drive traffic to affiliate sites and really rake it in, even without a product. And in fact, one of our case studies, from September till December, started doing this in September, and he built up over $10,000 a month so far in monthly recurring checks for affiliate stuff. And he's somebody that is using Newswire on a multiple time per day basis at this point, but he still does this part-time. And in fact, I'm going to show you how we took a competitive keyword and drove hordes of traffic to somebody else's site to collect fat commission checks. You guys can do the exact same thing too. The biggest thing is making sure your affiliate offers and stuff, if you're doing affiliate marketing, is evergreen, so traffic's never wasted. So you can just switch out the offer with another offer. And we talk and cover about all that sort of stuff. As a brick and mortar business, if you own one or you have a friend that has one, you can go out there and use press releases, shoot to the top of Google from local searches in your market. This works so well with local stuff. You saw how fast. It was literally 2-3 minutes, and we already had Michael Hughes posted up on there for all these keywords that he was not on there for before, even abstract keywords that we were not intentionally targeting, super long tail stuff, just Michael Hughes marketer, you know. Bet you he might even rank for his name, just Michael Hughes now at this point. And you can do this for your own site. You can also tie these PRs in for your Facebook pages, your Google Plus profiles, and other web properties that you want to promote and eventually boost up in the search rankings. I can show you in just a few minutes if you want to, if you guys remind me to, because I kind of get going and sometimes I don't know where I'm at. But if you guys want me to show you, I can show you how I went and did a, basically we went and did an affiliate, what we call Launch Jack. We found out a product was about to launch. And so 2 days before it launched, we put a couple of websites up, and we literally rank on the first 5 pages of Google 46 out of the 50 search results. 46 out of the 50 search results we own for that particular product. Tell me who's going to get the traffic for that, right? I want them to click it, right? You guys want to see that real quick? Here, I'll show you. I'll show you real quick. I'm going to kind of pause my presentation. I kind of get into it. We're going to mix it up a little bit, all right? Don't run yet. That's not fun. All right, so if you type in perfect publishing system, what you're going to see right here is we actually own a lot of these. So this is the actual people who own that system, right? This is our site right here. This is our site right here. These videos are all our videos. That is not.
Oh, I think we're not seeing the screen.
I'm sorry about that.
I don't think we're seeing the screen now. That's right.
There we go. That is not. This is right here, right? So we literally, this one right here, all of these, this and this. So 7 out of the first 10. Let's go to the next page and see. This is ours. 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 These are ours. You see this right here? That's me. This is not ours. This is ours. So we literally, these are all ours. These are ours. These are ours. So I mean, first 3 pages of Google, we already dominate just for that keyword. If you type in things like free, everything on the first page is us. Everything on the second page is us. Everything on the third page is us. You see what I'm talking about here? So with these strategies, and we're not just using Newswire, we're using a few other things, and we discuss these particular. Say again?
I said, you're just being greedy now.
We are kind of being a little greedy now. But we literally go out there. I mean, if you do review, same thing. Type in review. Now, keep in mind, folks, we did this. It took us 2-3 days, and we owned all the search results, and it just clinched up. This is actually months and months after it, and we still own everything. All of these are ours for the most part. Again, on all of here, this one, this one, this one, this one, all of these. Do you see how this works, folks? We're just blowing it up, okay? Blowing it up. So that's just an example of one way that you can use these to leverage affiliate sales, and we talk about a lot of that stuff in our training, but I kind of digress there. So for service-related industries, stuff like that, like people who are actually like massage therapists, own their own business, they may be like physical therapists, personal trainers, any of those folks out there, right? Any of those folks out there can use this to actually get your name out there. Because face it, nobody knows who you are usually in your industry or even in the city that you're in, which is why you're not getting the business you desire. If you could put out press releases about your physical therapy, or let's just say your personal trainer business, and you landed 2 or 3 more clients because of just one press release, that would more than pay for the cost of it. But if anything, I mean, that's more recurring every single month of income from those actual people that you're helping, right? Internet marketers, maybe people that are selling their own products, they can submit press releases related to what they're selling to skyrocket to the top of Google News. And if you do it consistently in the right way, you can possibly drive more traffic than any other method combined. Okay. In fact, Daniel Tan, if anybody knows who Daniel Tan is, go ahead and say yes in the chat. He's a big-time SEO guy who's well known in the industry, right? Daniel's a friend of mine, and we just had a conversation the other day where he actually said that he rarely concentrates on SEO at any shape or form right now at all. He said pretty much SEO is not a part of his marketing strategy anymore. You know why? He said PR and branding is his major strategy now, and he gets about half to two-thirds of his traffic from that alone through social and PR and branding. Right? Absolutely. And I completely agree with him because it is that good. For branding, you get your name and you get your brand out there, and you can do it in a social situation. Create media buzz with your own branding campaigns and news press releases. And, of course, you can send traffic to your social media profiles, and you can literally become an expert in your niche or in your target niche. How? Well, you just post a press release about how you're an expert. Now, of course, I'm not telling you to go out there and lie and do a bunch of stuff. Learn about it and become an expert by learning a little bit more about that industry than other people and become that person. But you can become that expert. If you know all about weight training, but you just haven't been able to break out into expert status, then start working on it. You can do that sort of thing and kind of dominate your industry. Aspiring authors is another thing. Imagine being able to create your own media buzz and social proof through press releases and news releases. And you can help brand yourself as an expert in your region or niche by building your reputation in that industry. Coaches, authors, right? All those folks, speakers. So a lot of you folks out there really have been looking for a foolproof strategy to make real income on the internet. I understand that. And that's what I'm here to teach you and help you with, is by diversifying your income streams. But most of you have been looking for something that a newbie or somebody without much experience or previous success can do. That is the major thing and the major theme that I have seen over the last 5 years of training people on how to make money on the internet. I've been training people for 5 years now. Probably the biggest thing is this right here. Most of you guys are looking for a method that doesn't cost an arm and a leg to get people to come to your site, like PPC and banner advertising. And you're also looking for a strategy that gets you consistent traffic to your sites, to your offers, or to your clients' sites and offers, right? Of course. Now the ticket, this is the ticket, guys. This is what we have right here. Now there's absolutely no more powerful trust builder out there, period, than if you appear on the top of media outlets and Google News consistently, period. Okay, it's a perceived value. Okay, if you type in a keyword and on search results show up, you're going to look at those search results. Google is telling you who they assume to be the most authority or most authoritative person for that keyword because they're displaying them on the first page of Google, period. They tell you who they consider the authority is, right? So when a person types that in and they see that, I mean, if it's on Google, it must be true, right? I mean, I don't know about that, but I mean, if it's on the internet, it's got to be true. But more specifically, if you're at number one, that's some perceived authority right there, right? You have an automatic trust factor with clients that you're trying to reach, with people who are looking for that product or service or business. And of course, press releases are the ticket to making that happen for you and for your clients, for your prospects, for your affiliate marketing. So possible excuses you might have about this, and usually things that people ask me are, hey, Michael, what about competition? Does competition matter? Well, it only matters with the amount of work that you're going to do to get that press release to number one, but it doesn't really matter as far as I'm concerned because you can go after any keyword that you want to with it. And we've actually gone after a lot of keywords. We have a lot of case study results. We have a lot of proof on this for a lot of different keywords, long tail and short tail, highly competitive and non. Maybe a lot of you folks sit around feeling like, I hate selling services. But if you can formulate your questions, I mean, you got Jack Mize on your site, folks. I mean, Jack gives you so much value when it comes to selling a prospect and ways that you can formulate questions when asking them. There should be no reason that you hate selling that much. Now, of course, if you hate selling, then formulate questions like we did before, where it's like, if I could show you how to get to the number one spot of Google, first page of Google for the keywords that you're trying to rank for in as little as 24 hours or less, was there any reason that you would not want to hear about that? Of course they're going to say no. And maybe writing's not your strong point. A lot of people say, is writing content, part of this? Absolutely. We show you how to write it, show you how to have somebody else write it. Either way, I mean, some of you like to write and some of you guys don't. Some of you guys aren't sure how to get started with it, and that's fine, because we kind of show you from start to finish exactly what you need to do, and I'll show you exactly about it. But most of you are going to say, well, I get how utterly amazing this is, Michael. I just don't know how to make this work the right way. How many people are like that? I get it, Michael. I saw you post on there, and you got the first page of Google in like 2 minutes. Totally amazed, but how do I make this work? How do I actually get all these moving parts and get them into place? Maybe you guys don't have a product or service. That's a huge one, right? So you can do affiliate marketing. You don't know how to find affiliate or CPA offers. We can talk about that. We'll show you how to get into these affiliate networks. I'm actually a member of probably close to 100-something networks and have been for years. I can tell you what to do to get into them. If you don't have any experience as an affiliate, you don't know where to start, that's okay. Maybe some of you wanted to get involved with affiliate marketing but just don't know what you don't know. Now, it's all about diversifying your income. I know that a lot of you folks are B2B. I know a lot of you folks are online consultants and offline consultants, right? I understand that. But I also understand that diversifying your income and getting several sources of income and checks coming in is the major thing that will lead to less stress in your life, especially financially, because you're not going to be as worried about what if this happens? What if I lose all my clients? What if another catastrophe hits and the economy goes down? It's awful. All right? So the right training is crucial for you to get past these problems. And you need to have the easiest way to find and turn prospects into clients. Well, I think one of the easiest ways to do that is by doing the method I showed you just a little bit ago when I got to the first page of Google in 2 minutes. Now, you know how to make a recurring monthly income. You want to know how to do that, right? You want to know how to get the most out of affiliate offers so they last longer and so these press releases actually stay. And, of course, here's a big one, is where to go to get quality news and training ideas. Now, there are some things called newsjacking that we talk about, where you take news articles that are posted out there that are highly talked about and trending topics, and you kind of write your press release around that so you can do what we call newsjack and steal some of that steam for those. But you need to have access to do all of this and have the best tools to get the job right, right? That's what we need to do. So what we've got is we've kind of introduced you to our PR Bootcamp. It's called Press Release Bootcamp. This is kind of a training program that we put together for some of our students, for some of our really high-end clients that we have, because we do have a partnership with Newswire, and we're partners with the owners on some stuff. And what we do is we actually have kind of a little system of having people do this, and we put together a boot camp for all those folks, and we decided, you know what, we're going to show people how to do this, and we're going to allow just a small group of people. Luckily, you guys are friends of Jack's, so that's why we have you on here. We've only been showing this for probably a week and a half, and we're actually closing this in about a week. So literally, it was only open for a couple of weeks, and we're done. We're shutting it down. It's brand new over-the-shoulder training, and this is a special offer, period. You're not going to see this offer again. It's only available for a very, very limited time. Literally, we're shutting this down in a week. You cannot buy it. You cannot be a part of it. You cannot get any of the training. And the price is time sensitive. Why? Because, Paul, we're starting the boot camp. That means nobody else can just enter the boot camp. I mean, if you've ever been in the military, I joined the military right out of high school. So basically, you join boot camp. People don't just drop into boot camp in week 3 or week 4. You all show up at the same time. You all finish at the same time. That's how it goes. We're closing it so we can start the training. That's why, Paul. So we can start the training. There you go. So let's talk about what the training includes. I'm going to show you what it includes. It's a step-by-step training program, super easy to follow format. Every single week on how to pull in thousands of dollars a month in using PR and news posting system, right? And you do it like clockwork all of the time. And we take you from start to finish on how to start this whole process and how to go out there and post these releases and start making that recurring income. Start getting that recurring traffic. Start getting people to your site. So first thing, Module 1, we talk about what is PR and what is news, because there is a difference and you need to treat them differently. Who PR and news is for, what the raw power of news and PR is, and things like what to write about, which is very important, and where to research trends so you can do things like newsjack and be relevant for things that are happening in the world today. And we'll talk about that here in a minute. I'm going to give you guys a really good example on newsjacking and how you can use it for your own businesses or for your clients. I'll give you a good example of something that worked fantastically well for a major company. We're going to talk about number 2 on Module 2, where to get PR and news written if you want to have somebody else write them. and what the anatomy of a press release is, so you can tell the people who are writing them for you what you want, or so you know, so when you're writing it, you do it correctly. What the proper press release etiquette is, because there is actually an etiquette to writing a press release. If you don't have these things in there, chances are they're going to get rejected by different places that you're submitting them to, as well as they're not going to get picked up by a lot of folks that are out there. All right? I'm going to give you guys advice on how to get pickups or resyndications, because those are very important. And again, talk more about what's news and versus PR submissions, and why you may want to submit something on news or PR, or maybe on both. Module 3 talks about keyword research, how competitive a keyword is, so you kind of know what you're getting yourself into, if you're going to have to do a little bit more backlinking to these and a few things, or if not. But also, what is competition research? Because you should do keyword research against your competition. Affiliate marketing keyword research, each one of these is done a slightly different way because you have a different end goal in mind. And of course, local or geo keyword research. Now, this is a major thing for the majority of you on the call, because a lot of you guys are local marketers and offline marketers. Luckily for you, I have been doing what I call local search optimization for 5 years specifically. I've been doing SEO for 13 years. Okay, I built my first website in 1998, 99, and I've been trying to figure out how to kind of get people there all the times. All right, so Module 4 is talking about posting options for press releases and news. Where are you targeting? Are you trying to get on the Wall Street Journal? If so, what are your true goals of posting? Are you trying to get on CNN or trying to get on Fox? If so, you need to write your press release in a manner that they like, because they post releases and they resyndicate releases that are structured in a certain manner, and you need to go and actually do a little research on what they like and then write your release in that voice. Okay? Posting news and press release for local keyword targeting results is huge. Keyword targeting results for local stuff and how to actually backlink these correctly for local terms is massive, and this works so well for local businesses, it is sad. It's like walking in there with the bazooka to kill a fly, right? Your competition does not stand a chance against you when you have this in your possession. I understand, I know, I can show you proof time and time again of this working for local clients and for international clients, for global clients as well. These are business-to-business options on how to sell prospects press release services. We're going to talk about specifically how you can go and approach prospects. The guy that's actually training you is one of my former students previously of a couple years ago, and he's been running his own local search optimization and basically offline marketing consulting business for several years now. One of the smartest SEO guys I know because I taught him everything he knows. But also, he just gets great results for local stuff, and he's going to be showing you how he gets clients and how he's been using this as well. We're going to talk about microdata. If you don't know what that is, no worries. It kind of sounds techy, but we're going to show you what microdata is and how you can use it to your advantage. We're going to talk about submission of press release and news, the proper promotion tactics for successful results, because everybody wants to get successful results, how to promote it in multiple places at the same time so you can actually post a release in several different submission places. And we do talk about things like spinning and content creation and methods of that. Now, this is not a course on spam, and it's not a course on how to create a lot of crap value on the internet. This is a course about quality over quantity every single time, and I'd rather submit one really quality press release than 10 or 15 poor quality or even mid-quality releases. And we're going to show you quality ways to take your content and repurpose it. I'm going to show you some automated tools that you can use and how they can help you get the rankings you want and keep the rankings that you want for your releases. How to use other people as your PR SEO strategy. So how to get most of the time, how to get most people, how to get people to do most of the work for you for your SEO strategies on this, because there's people out there that will do a majority of the things that you need to get done. We're going to talk to you about how to get your press release and news articles to stick. To actually stick up on there. I have some that have been sticking there for 5-6 months on the first page rather than dropping down. How to backlink correctly, and actually how to go out there in the post-panda and post-penguin world, how to drive backlinks to something and not harm it, hurt it, or knock it out of the rankings. And of course, how to get things indexed much faster and easier. And in this, of course, the last module, Module 8, Ninja Tactics, and we're going to talk about how to boost and utilize press releases to boost your results. how to harness the power of iframes on press releases. And that's a really good one because you can actually put pop-ups on your own press releases and stuff. You can show your own videos. You can get traffic to your actual websites through the press release. And of course, we have some serious tactics. We're actually in the process of updating the entire structure back end of Newswire, so it has some really, really new powerful stuff in terms of social promotion, social branding, and using some of the social networks, as well as some of the local marketing stuff. So this is going to be a really great thing. Now, these are actual boot camps, guys, so we are going to be going through these every single week. So we're going to be live. We're going to teach you this live in front of your face, answer your questions, and talk about it. But you also get some bonuses. So you're going to get 3 full months of access to Newswire. So the system I used at the beginning of this to post on and get #1 on Google for several search terms, or at least on the first page for a lot of different terms. And as you see over the next couple of days, it's actually going to rise. Some of these are going to get even higher and higher. You get 3 full months of access to Newswire. You will have your own account. You can post your own stuff on there. You can post on search engine sites as a news source. It is a trusted news source. It's an 11-year-old site that Google recognizes as a trusted source for the news. You can distribute press releases and news releases, and you can send multiple releases out per month. That's a $900 value. If you contact me and try to get access, I'm going to charge you a minimum of $900 for those 3 months. Minimum, and probably a lot more. And you get that absolutely free for joining PR Bootcamp. And you can use it for your own clients, for your sites, or whatever you'd like to. You also get access to our training program at simplepressrelease.com. Now, simplepressrelease.com is a comprehensive training program that shows you everything about press releases from start to finish. And you're going to get what we call basic access to it. You're going to get a expert access upgrade, and you're going to actually be upgraded to what we call unlimited access on Simple Press Release, which means any additional content we add to the site now and in the future, you have access to and will not have to pay for. You also get all of the bonuses in simplepressrelease.com. And again, like I said, unlimited access. That's $997 value when you look at all of the stuff that you get with it and the additional content that we have in there, as well as the last thing, and this is a great one too. We're going to invite you to a private VIP mastermind with me and some other folks on the SPR team. This is actually bi-monthly. I meant to edit that slide, so actually I can go back in there in a minute and do it. But you can pretty much, we're going to meet every 2 months, and we're going to talk about press releases, news, proper tactics for it, what's changed, what you need to do to get better results or increased results. All of that stuff. Stay on top of pretty much what's happening in the PR world, and you interact directly with me and the SPR team. And usually, I mean, you guys gotta ask yourself if you could ask a question to somebody like me anytime you wanted to. You know, every couple of months, say, "Hey, Michael, I've been doing this, and really, this isn't working for me, or this has been working for me, or what would you do if you had a client and you were in this situation?" I'll answer the question. It's open mic. We talk just like this, and we're friends. And we pretty much help you get your business to where you want to be as a VIP part of the mastermind. Here's how you get it, folks. Go to pressreleasebootcamp.com/mize. We're going to go ahead and put that in the question chat area here, so you can click it as well. This is a one-time charge. There is no continuity program attached to this. We're not going to charge you anything else at the end of this duration or anything else like that. You can buy with confidence. We've been around for a long time. Jack knows us very well. We do a lot of stuff. And Jack, I swear we see each other probably 5 times, 6 times a year. I see you more than my mom and dad half the time. It's kind of like that. But we have a 24-hour support desk. We have a couple people in this country and a couple other countries that are manning that at all times. We have open office hours. We put our phone number on our website, guys. You can call our office during business hours. If you have a technical support question or problem that needs to get fixed, we answer the phone. And you have our 0% worry guarantee. And I don't know if there's anybody on the call that's actually a coaching student or a student of our coaching or boot camps that we've had before. If there's anybody that's out there, can you type in the chat and let us know that you've taken our coaching before? Because I want to actually ask you a question. Somebody asked, are there any users in Australia? Yes, this works for Australians. This works for international stuff, guys. Works for all of that. No, it's not an ongoing fee, John. During this entire training, during the boot camp, during the training, you get 3 months of full access to newswire. So that means you do not pay any of that. Mike Taylor says it's killer training that's in there. No, there's no OTOs. That's it. Okay? So this is right in front of you guys. You have the ability to have ultra powerful media tools at your disposal right now in front of you, in your hands. You just have to use it. If you are worried about how to finance this, I'll tell you how to do it. Go get yourself a client or two. That's it. You can buy it today. You can go and get a client or two tomorrow and have them pay for the entire cost of the system for you. All you need to do is walk into their office, show them exactly what I just did to you today, and say, I can do that for you a couple times a month. I'll give you a super discount. I'll give you a 70% discount off of the retail price. All you need to do is cut me a check, and then every month we'll just go ahead and we'll send these out for you. You can have them write them if you want. You can charge them more if you're writing them. See, this means you can exploit the same channels as all these major corporations that are out there, all these major news networks that are out there. And you can do it by just going to pressreleasebootcamp.com/mize. Now, you have a chance to learn directly from people who have done this successfully for years now. And we're talking about local marketing experts that are experts at press releases. Okay, so this is exactly up your alley and exactly what you need. This is who we are. It's like having us as your own private consultant during the training. Now, you have a foolproof strategy right now to make real recurring income right in front of you. I just gave you a massively powerful tool that you have access to. I'm going to train you every single week for the next 8 weeks, and then I'm going to give you an additional month on Newswire on your own to go out there and post. I'm going to walk you through all of it and answer your questions step by step, Q&A every single week, the entire time. And this is something that even a newbie or somebody without much experience can do right now. You saw how easy it was. I literally just copy and pasted, posted stuff in there, and went for it, right? This isn't a method that costs an arm and a leg. It doesn't cost you a lot of money like PPC and banner advertising. And this is a strategy that will help you get quality traffic to your sites and to your offers anytime you want. Now, here's the deal, and this is the special pricing right now. $9.97 for a one-time payment. There are some two-pay options available, and I believe we even have a three-payment option available. You can do it by PayPal. You can do it by credit card as well. Either one of those options. If you have any questions about anything right now, please make sure you're typing them in the chat because we're going to start addressing questions in just a moment. And Mark's been in there furiously answering questions. You can also call us. I'm actually going to give you guys our telephone number. I'm crazy, huh? So here's the telephone number. Right there. Now, I don't want you to call me right now because I'm kind of doing the webinar in my office. But if you need to, call and leave a message, and we'll have one of our staff call you. We actually have staff in our office. They'll call you, and they'll help you get this taken care of if you're having some technical problems. Okay? So pressreleasebootcamp.com/mize. That's how you get to us. Telephone number 208-908-0626. You can also reach us at simplepressrelease.com/support, or you can email us. Any of those things. It says the links are not working. Somebody says the link's not working. Somebody go ahead.
I think you crashed it, man. I think you crashed it.
It happens every once in a while, you guys. I've actually seen some of these people crash it before. So let me see. Pressreleasebootcamp.com/mize. Let me see what it says.
I will tell you, stick around for just a bit, folks, and go through this because I'm gonna give you a little insight and drop a strategy on you for those of you that are asking about specifically around how to use it for your local clients. I think you're missing out on one real important angle because I see a lot of folks, okay, so you're focusing on getting a press release to link to their website to get people to their websites, and I'm gonna give you something, a nugget here that will be extremely powerful. And I'm also, Michael, if you don't mind, because when I first saw this, we were actually doing a live event together, and I had some stuff that I had cooking there around press releases, and it just blended so beautifully with what you were doing. So I've got some stuff that I'm working on. So if you wouldn't mind, I'd like to drop a little bonus on. And I want to keep it small because I wanted to do it some activity with folks for I don't know what would be the first. I don't know if I want to keep it limited to 10 or 15 buyers around, particularly around the strategy I'm going to talk about. So if that's okay with you, which I hope it is, because I already said, and people will be very angry if you say no. So
I think that's great. You guys, Jack's actually, when he saw all this and he was speaking at the conference, he unleashed some really cool stuff when he was talking about press releases. So yeah, I think I know what you're talking about right there. So some of you guys said it is working for you. Some of you guys said it isn't working for you. So just keep at it, because it appears that I know there's a lot of people on the call right now too. So it's kind of having an issue, and I'm trying to kind of get logged in to see if there's anything I can do about it.
yeah.
Say again.
No, I'm trying to see. Yeah, I'm looking at it too. I'm going to stop mine. I was trying to see when people were saying that it was bogged down. So might as well do my part and
Cool.
stop trying to connect to it.
Yeah, we'll take a look here. It's going through. So you guys, if you're trying, just give it a moment. We'll let you know. So let me yeah, you said yours is bogged down. So let me answer a couple of questions that people have on here, because a couple of people are getting through, because I see some people actually buying it right now. In fact, yep, for sure there's a couple of people buying it. So I do see it. So here's the deal, folks. Let me see what I can do. It says the URL is not picking up the www part. I don't know what you mean by that, because you don't actually have to have www in order to get something to load up. That's kind of, don't need that. Let me see here. When does bootcamp start? Gideon, it actually starts tomorrow. Actually starts tomorrow. Yeah, we're doing a prep webinar tomorrow, and then the first module is going to happen, I believe, on the 24th, and then we're going from there. That's why I said we're closing this down in a week. So you either get on it or you don't. You get out of the way of the train, and by the time you guys get this offer again in a couple of months, if I turn it back on, there's going to be a few hundred people out there that have access to this, that are doing this for their local clients, and hopefully they don't live in your area, right? Somebody says, I want to publicize my book in a competitive market. Can I use this to publicize a book and a website? Leanne, absolutely you can. You can also do that for other stuff. Talk to you about the high-ticket niches. Eric, you can actually go out there for the high-ticket niches. I mean, well, actually rephrase your question. Are you talking about just kind of high-ticket prospects, or are you talking about affiliate marketing stuff? Which one is that? Jack is here, Adam. Yes, he was just talking. I'm kind of doing this right now.
Do you want to? Do you need to look at this, and I can go over?
Yeah, if you want to go over a couple of questions or anything like that.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to give them my strategy here, just to let you know.
Yeah.
So I know some of you guys are talking about the with the local businesses. Real quick, how many of you guys are looking to apply this to a local business? Throw that in there. All right. Well, I'm going to tell you. So here's a strategy, and a lot of times, Michael had on the webinar earlier that some people times you can't see the forest for the trees, right? And so that's where a lot of folks look at it. So I'm going to tell you something that right now that some of you may have heard me mention this before, but I'm going to give you something right now that you're going to hit yourself in the head and say, I could have had a V8, and say, this is absolutely so simple. So do you want a quick, simple way to use this really quickly? So here's for higher fee folks. When I'm talking about higher fee folks, I'm talking about guys that are already established businesses. All right. So a lot of you are putting in, well, do I use this to link to a website? Do I, how do you convert somebody that looks at a press release into a customer? Well, we're going to go beyond that, because when I first started doing this, and my very first client that I did this was in 2009. My goodness. Oh man, that's working on 4 years ago. All right. And so the story was, this is a guy that worked in a business, and one of the most important parts of his business to keep his business running and to keep his cash flow is he required very, very large business lines of credits from several banks and financial institutions. All right, because that was a cash flow business, money in and money out, and I'm talking large, millions and millions of dollars, and he was strictly local business. And I was talking to him, and I had done some web work with him and some marketing, and he said, Jack, this is what I really, really need. These lines of credit are incredibly important to me. So what I need is when a banker or one of these guys Googles my name, is it possible for you to have it to where it looks like I'm up to some pretty good stuff? Now, I can tell you how big my eyes got.
Light bulb.
When I said to myself, let me make sure I understand this. You want me to do SEO on your name? Yes. Is that possible? Can you do that? And I thought, well, the response I had was, well, this is a unique request, but I think I can handle it. How many of you think one of the easiest SEO jobs that you could ever take is if somebody said, can you get stuff to show up when somebody Googles my name?
Me.
Yeah, how many times has that been like the butt of the joke to SEO guys when a business says, oh, I'm number one on Google. Yeah, for what? Well, for the name of my business. And how many of you say, oh, big deal? Well, I'm going to tell you right now, it's a huge deal these days, and I'm going to tell you why. I saw Eric talking about car dealerships. Dennis, here's where you have a big a contingent of businesses that are established businesses, but they're also in a Me Too business, right? There's not a whole lot of uniqueness. You have a Ford dealership or the Toyota dealerships in town. What is it that's unique about them? It's very difficult for them to set themselves apart. But you also have lots of businesses. So what happens is you have businesses that already rank on page one. I call them hiding in plain sight. They're businesses that already have SEO. They're already doing great. But what you're missing is, I don't even call it reputation management, because it's not managing reputation. I don't fix bad, right? That's not what I do. I call it reputation manufacturing. Reputation manufacturing. Right now, we live in a time that what is the biggest thing? So let's say, instead of using press releases, or in addition to using a press release to generate a link to a website, what we want to do is, and instead of using press releases to try to rank, or in addition to try to get press releases to rank for local key terms or local keywords, what if your business was getting press releases to rank for the business's own name? How many of you think that you could probably become an expert at that pretty dang quick? All right, and what would be the purpose of that? I call it reputation manufacturing, because I have clients that in those Me Too industries, that when somebody is trying to decide who should I use, what is pretty much the only form of due diligence that most local consumers perform these days? If you decided that you were going to get some cosmetic surgery, or you were going to get some kind of cosmetic dentistry, and you're not going to have a hard time finding a cosmetic dentist, you may have a difficult time choosing which cosmetic dentist you want to use. What is the one thing that you are absolutely going to do every time that you're trying to decide to which one you're going to use. Are you going to go Google keywords? You're not going to Google local keywords, right? You're going to Google that business's name. And chances are that business's name will come up with some generic stuff, their website maybe they're on some review sites. But with the press releases, you have the opportunity to manufacture a reputation in a very credible way. Because when people like Google a business and it says, like mortgage companies I've used, where that mortgage company announces something changed based on the federal FHA guidelines, or they have somebody that donated this to this charity to do this, or this business announces yet another successful and happy client. When people Google that business's name and see that good stuff showing up, that's when you move from let me get you found online to, you know what, you're already successfully being found online. Now let's make those people pick you. There are so many businesses that are in a Me Too business, not even necessarily because they don't know how to market or separate themselves. It's just the nature of their business. There's not a whole lot of differences, either if in markets where loan rates are set by federal guidelines, or they're trapped by just guidelines and regulations where they can't really compete on price or anything like that. Then what happens is it causes a roadblock for people when they say, well, how do I decide which one of these businesses I want to do business with? And when you can go in and something as simple as getting a business's name ranked for just their name, and typically when I deal with press releases, I may sprinkle in a keyword here and there, but my objective has nothing to do with getting them ranked for keywords. However, it's an extremely powerful way to do this. And I'm talking about strictly just for the local businesses and just for this one segment of businesses that are higher fees in that position. It's a way that you can very clearly help a business, and they're going to understand because they know that they've reached a stagnation point, and how do I differentiate myself from my competitors? And when you can show them, we're going to make people pick you because they're going to find some good stuff about you. They're going to find out all the great stuff that you do. Almost every business has newsworthy events. And like Michael says, you do them the right way, they can show up on the websites of the local news channel, the websites and things like that. And that's where you get to use those terms like as seen on, NBC, ABC, that kind of stuff. Does that make sense, guys?
Makes sense to me. And in fact, you're absolutely right with going out there and doing just that. I mean, a lot of business owners have kind of a vanity thing. They want to see their name on stuff like that. And if you donate a little bit of something to the charity, do a press release. You have an event, do a press release. You took on a new client, do a press release. I mean, you can do press releases about tons of stuff. So I'm going to actually give you guys a really, really cool example of what we call newsjacking, and actually being able to do a press release and hijack an enormous amount of traffic from it. And this is a great example that actually did happen. So if you want to kind of write this down, because this is a tactic that you can do. Now, you can't use this exact example, but you can use the method. So does anybody here remember when Paris Hilton got arrested in Las Vegas for cocaine possession? It happened like a couple of years ago. Her boyfriend was driving. He got arrested for DUI, and she got cocaine possession. Do you guys remember that at all? It was all over the news, all of it. Okay, a bunch of people say yes, 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 yes. Okay, so she got nailed, right, on the street for this stuff. She was pulled over in a traffic stop. Okay. By the way, the link is working to purchase this right now. So the page is coming up and all that stuff. So if you want it, grab it. So anyways, on with the story. So what happened was all these major news outlets were then, of course, posting, hey, this is on media, this is on newspaper, this is on all the television stations. Paris Hilton got arrested in Las Vegas with cocaine possession. Ooh, shocking, right? So that's not the shocking thing. What happened is somebody went out there and did exactly what we teach our students in newsjacking, and basically went out there and said, okay, let's hijack this train that just left the station and get some free PR from it. So what happened was Wynn Properties, Steve Wynn owns a bunch of different hotels and casinos and stuff like that. He went out there, and actually he didn't, I'm sorry, his PR staff did, and they wrote a bunch of news stories that basically said that they announced that they were not going to allow Paris Hilton on their properties. They banned Paris Hilton from ever coming to their properties ever again. She's banned. She wasn't arrested on their property. She wasn't at their property when this happened at all. She was on a street stop. She wasn't even staying there, but they went and announced that they were not allowing Paris Hilton in any of their hotels ever again because of this. So what happened was that every news source, every media source, almost every single one of them started, talking about this Paris Hilton thing, and somewhere in that broadcast or somewhere in that news article, they also mentioned Wynn Resorts or Wynn Properties and a link to Wynn Properties, and talked about how they were not allowing Paris Hilton to stay there anymore. Huge PR coup. They got links from all the major news outlets, all back to their site, and just helped them rank even higher through high-quality news media releases. I mean, it's huge. It's enormous kind of coup for them. So they got all this free PR on the back, obviously of somebody else, and it was just it's a cool thing, and that's what it's all about. News sources are going to pick those up and more likely to re-syndicate and reprint those because it's something that's a huge trending topic right now, and you can utilize just trending stuff. You can utilize stuff that's happening in the news every single day to post a press release for a company or for a business, and you can find really, really easy ways to tie these things in and really just really cool things. So anyways, I really like Jack's kind of example right there. That's an enormous thing too. A couple of questions that are out there that I know that we need to hit. One of the questions is, what happens after the 3 months of Newswire? Can I still get another account, or how much is it? It's not a ton of money. It's a couple hundred. What do we got? We got a couple of monthly plans, basically. So if you want to get a lower tier monthly plan, we have that available to you. I think there's like 5 releases for $150, which is great because you can go around and charge retail $300 to $500 or more for each one. So I mean, that's a great deal. We also have 20 releases for $300, and then we also sell yearly access accounts. So you pay for the entire year. You have unlimited press release submission options. That means you can post 2,000 press releases, and you're totally fine. It's one-time charge for that year. So this is not a continuity program. We don't lock you into any additional payments at this time, anything like that. So in 3 months, we don't automatically renew you. We know you're going to enjoy the training so much, and the system itself, the tool that we give you, you're going to come back and want to use it some more. And we also teach you in the training about other tools that you can use. You don't just have to use this one too. It's just another tool in your arsenal for you guys. So the link is working. Gideon, we only talk about unlimited to people on the telephone because we don't want to give access. We don't want to give unlimited, unfettered access to somebody without telling them directly what the rules are, talking to them, and basically vetting them, because we're giving you access to the back end. And what else we also do is, after you've established a good posting rapport with us, meaning we know that your press releases are not trash, we know that you know how to do them correctly with the proper PR etiquette, for yearly accounts, we will allow you to activate your own press releases. So you don't have to wait for somebody to approve it. You can approve your own. And we give you that option. As long as you don't abuse it, then you have that option. If you abuse it, then we take it away from you. So no other press release company out there is actually going to give you the option of approving your own press releases. But we will. So that is hot. Exactly. Money back warranty. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, and I'm not sure if we hit it yet, but the one bonus I wanted to make sure and give people that like that strategy is, one, everybody that buys while you're, have this open during this promotion that for this webinar special, is going to get the video of when I did the talk at the event when you first unleashed this. to get it exactly, the strategy that I was talking about. But also the first 10, and I don't know if we've hit that yet. The first 10, I'm going to actually get on a webinar with them to go in details over the strategies and how to actually approach clients around this pick you strategy with the press releases. So I just want to make sure to get that in there, and if we've hit that 10,
I think you're almost there. So there's a couple more spots open right now. You got
okay.
I'm trying to count right now. A couple more.
All right, perfect. Yep, if you do. So I just want to let folks know that. Just if you get in there, and Michael will let me know who you are, and we'll get that scheduled out after you go through a first couple of weeks of the boot camp to have that, and we're going to hit that strategy hard in a webinar.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys are going to love it. How important is Newswire? Paul, you can do these strategies without it. Absolutely. I'm not going to tell you it's going to be any better or not, because Newswire is a very, very good tool for us to use, and that's what we've been using. It is a network that we're partnered with, and that we have a direct hand in. We're actually updating a lot of the back end for it. In, I'd say, probably about the next 2 to 3 weeks, we should have the entire back end implemented. Brand new SEO stuff that has to do with microdata and schema. This is very, very hot stuff for local businesses, because you can actually embed microdata like address tags, telephone tags, business name tags, all sorts of stuff in there. So that's all going to be added in. We're going to do some social networking stuff in there to tie it to social networks. We're going to even allow businesses to build their list, to build an opt-in list from the press release itself. And I'm not going to get into how that works, but nobody else is doing it. So a business can post a press release, and it can actually capture people's email addresses from the press release, and they can build their own list of new potential customers. The person doesn't even have to come to their website to join their newsletter. They can do it from there. So we're doing a lot of really cool stuff. Let me see here. Roxanne, no, it doesn't appear like it did, but let me take another look. Hold on. Actually, Roxanne, yes, it did. So you should receive an email confirmation. So I do want to congratulate some of the people who have joined. I don't know everybody. Some of you guys have posted in there, but I know Roxanne has. It appears that Robert has as well. And David, congrats, man. I'm really glad to see you guys in there. You're going to love the training. Bootcamp actually starts tomorrow for the first prep bootcamp. We're doing actually 10 full weeks. I told you guys 8 weeks, but it's actually 10 full weeks of training. We're actually going to get you guys in there, and we're going to show you every single step of each module and how it works, answer all of your questions about each one, and then when you come back to the second week and third week of training, you can ask us more questions about what you've been doing. In the meantime, though, you have access to Simple Press Release, which has the entire system drawn out on video training, already there, ready to rock. And of course, Press Release Bootcamp, what we do is we're going to record every single training, just like our other boot camps that we've done. We post it in an archive for you. So if you join now, you get to see all of the archives. So as we do the training every week, it's posted in there for you to review again. On top of that, once the boot camp is finished and you're no longer in your boot camp, you still retain access to pressreleasebootcamp.com and subsequent archives. So let's say we do this whole thing for the next 2 months, and then we start up another bootcamp class and we record those ones. You're going to have access to the new training as well. So as things change over the year or next year or a couple months down the road, you're going to be able to see what we're doing to adapt to it. You can't come to the bootcamp live, but you can see the archive training from the newer bootcamps. So you're going to be able to keep up on all of that. And typically, people will actually charge you for having that kind of access, and we don't do that. Our guarantee is simple, Leanne, and I'm going to tell you right now, this is how we work. If for any reason you have a problem, a valid problem, a technical support issue, a valid issue in general in terms of your training or what's going on, we will work with you to resolve that problem as much as possible. As long as people have a valid issue and they're not being what I like to call rude or jerks about it, because I know people get frustrated when they have problems. As long as you're not doing that, we are the most reasonable people in the world. We will be more than happy to bend over backwards to help you out with resolving that issue. A lot of people, when they come in contact with our support and they work with us and allow us to work with them to resolve the issue, leave the situation extremely happy and smiling. And in fact, is Mike on the call, Mr. Taylor? Actually, I think you're on. Yeah, I just saw you right on there. Oh, you don't have a headset. Okay, shoot, that sucks. I was going to actually ask if you wanted to kind of talk to these folks about being involved with some of our actual coaching and one-on-one stuff, and what your experience has been with customer service here. And that would be really great.
I can tell you what, you're one of the guys that people can continually come to me and say, man, Jack, you and Michael X, you and Michael X, you and Michael X. Whenever they hear that we're doing something together, it's like double the fun for them. It's like, this is going to be good. And so I will tell you right now, guys, I have a standard policy that I don't promote any information info product that doesn't have a money back guarantee. And I make an exception for Michael and what he does because I know what this is. And it's not that it's not about a money back guarantee, that this is a real service. This is a real press release service. This is like going through a boot camp. So it's not a PDF that they hand you and say, good luck, and if you don't like it, send it back, we'll give you our money, just don't bother us. They're committed to your success as much as you're committed to your success. And because this is a real service with Newswire, and you see the results of Newswire, and you see what you can do with this, there's a lot of commitment. And Michael, I will tell you, is probably the only person I make this exception for, because I feel that strongly about the strategies. And I also feel that strongly about when things change, Michael is there. There's so many guys in this industry that when Google changes, when Facebook changes, well, so does their address, all right? And that's not the case with Michael. I don't know how many events have we've been to several events, but we've actually done 3 or 4 events together. Mm-hmm. And I can tell you the passion that Michael has around teaching this stuff, and I can tell you the passion that Michael has when we're sitting having lunch together with no one else around. I can tell you there's a lot of marketers, when you're sitting with no one else around, they're talking about selling ebooks and selling whatever it is they're peddling. Michael and I don't talk about selling ebooks. So we talk about what's working, what was working, why it stopped working, what's working now, what's going to work, and what is putting money into people's pockets. I've sat in rooms with people that are coached by Michael that are extremely successful marketers, and they're also realistic marketers, and they're reasonable marketers, and they realize that there's no pressing the button and money's falling out of the sky. But I can tell you, I haven't been this excited about a strategy, especially for higher end clients, than I have in a long time, especially since I've vehicles beyond what we normally talk about. This isn't about building the websites. It's not about any of that stuff. This is about it's about making news. It's about making manufacturing reputations. I can tell firsthand using strategies like this. I've been able to say that I've been featured in Bloomberg Business Week. To the time I saw Bloomberg pick up a story about a book that I wrote, I was like, I'm blown away. I can't believe this. I printed it out and gave it to everyone in my family, up to my grandfather, with extreme pride when I saw Jack Mize hits number one on Amazon bestseller list. You have no idea what that all of a sudden you're not selling to logic, you're selling to ego, and you're selling to emotion. That's a very powerful thing that people will write checks for. And for you to be able to wield that kind of power, for you to be able to do and perform that kind of magic is incredibly, incredibly powerful.
I completely agree. There's a couple of questions I want to address, guys. Somebody said, so hey, I didn't get I didn't hear if you gave me a bottom line of the cost of Newswire going forward, and I did address that. I will address it again. If after the training, if you still want access to Newswire, we do it on monthly and yearly accounts. If you want a monthly account, there's a $150 a month account and a $300 a month account. You get varying options, obviously, with how many you can post for each of those accounts. Then we also have a yearly unlimited submission account, which means you can submit as many as you want the entire year for one price, and that's it. That one we do not say publicly. You have to call us and talk to us because there are certain variables in place and stuff like that, and we vet every single person we offer that to. If we don't feel like you're a good person for giving unlimited access to, we say, sorry, you're probably not a good fit, but we'll get you a monthly account, because the monthly accounts obviously have a cap on how many you can do, and we have to pay staff to go through those and make sure that you're posting good releases. So there's kind of a little thing there with that. So we talk to everybody that does that. A couple people asked me again about the guarantee. Yeah, our guarantee is this: we will work with you to resolve whatever issues that you have. There's not really a no money back guarantee, or I'm sorry, a money back guarantee or anything like that. I will say, even though I never offer a money back guarantee for pretty much all my products, because you can't just join college and go to a class or two and say, you know what, this isn't for me, and go ask for your money back. They're not going to give it to you. It's not going to happen, ever. And we treat our training just like that, like college. We take it very seriously, and we also make sure that you have the best information and are armed in the best way possible. And it's up to you to do as much work on it as it is for us to obviously put up or shut up and give you what we tell you we're going to give you, which is the best training that's out there. And that is our motto and our pledge to you, and that is what we have in this office every day when we talk to people, when we talk to our employees here and everything else, is we need to make sure that we help out everybody that needs their assistance. As long as you guys have a valid thing. If it's something that we can't help, like, Microsoft errors on your computer or something like that, I mean, there's only so much that we can do, but we always go above and beyond. And like Jack said, we have a lot of successful students, and they rant and rave about what's going on all the time. Let me see here. There's a really good question that somebody asked here a minute ago, and I got a chance to get to it. It was, where was it? Roger said, okay, he said, I see a handful of my clients I can use this with, as well as my own business. Looks like a key advantage to have in my quiver. Thanks. Absolutely, Roger. Love the manufacturing reputations as a concept. Great. Linda, that's what I call preemptive reputation management. You're actually going out there and posting all this fantastic stuff about the business and all these cool things that they do before anybody ever complains about them, and it helps them brand it. Michael Hughes doesn't even have to give a business card out anymore after tonight's thing, especially if he backlinks and does a little bit of work on that press release, because now if anybody asks him, well, how do I get in contact with you? He can tell them, just type in coolest marketer Albany, or, and I'm number one, right? It's the easiest thing to do. Coolest marketer Albany, number one. So, I mean, you could do so much with it. And let me see here. Right now I do WebWire for $25 a press release, so how many can you do for $150? That's 5 a month for us. Now, here's the cool thing. If you have 5 per month, you can post 5 in the news category and 5 in the press release category. So technically you get 10 submissions. That means you can post in Google News, and then you can turn around and post a release in a press release where it gets dropped into a submission bucket for press releases, and then other media outlets can pick it up and syndicate it and do all sorts of stuff for it. So technically you get 10, and technically you get 40 submissions, if that makes sense. All right, so nobody else is going to offer you that kind of deal, ever. And I don't have any experience with WebWire themselves, but we have experience with a lot of other places. There was a couple of really good things here. With all due respect, if I want to set up an account, with all due respect, you can actually go to college and go to a couple classes, change your mind. Well, John, I don't know about that, because I've seen it in play and a lot of times, but maybe on one of the colleges or a couple of them out there, you can do that. With all due respect, I absolutely will not say that I definitively know the answer for every college out there. I do want to land offline clients, and I used to work in the media producer, a major radio station, newspaper. So, Leanne, definitely you understand the power of press releases. Absolutely. It's huge stuff. John said, is there a way to get in Newswire without purchasing this? There are a couple of ways, but this is the best deal that you're ever going to get in terms of what you get with Newswire, and you actually get a total walkthrough. If you got 3 months of Newswire, it's going to cost you a minimum of $900 already. With this, it means you get 3 months of 3 months of Newswire, access to all the training archives, the bonuses, 8-week boot camp, and access to simplepressrelease.com, and it's for almost exactly the same price. So, I mean, you figure that out, but I'm pretty sure you understand the value of that there. I saw somebody actually said, is there enough for me to get started right now and enough training for me to start right now, or do I have to wait till the end of 10 weeks to start making money? No. If you join tonight, the first pre-training preparation training is tomorrow. You also have access to the entire video course at simplepressrelease.com, which is more than enough for you to get started and learning about press releases, what you need to do to get them ranked, what you need to do to get them stuck, what you need to do if you're doing it for local businesses, how to do keyword research for all of that stuff. It's all on there right now. And our trainer will be on there tomorrow to answer you guys' questions and point you in the directions that you need to go for certain things. And again, I mean, this is literally gone in a week. You cannot buy this again. We're shutting it down because we're starting the boot camp, and we can't allow people to join in mid course. So if you want it, you can get it. If you're worried about financing it, then finance it, buy it, and then go and get a client or two. Walk right into their building, do exactly what Jack just talked about. Walk right in there, do exactly what I showed you at the beginning of this webinar. I posted and got on first page of Google in less than 2 minutes for several keywords. First page of Google, some of them number 1. Several minutes. Do that and tell me that you can't land a client or two. You can't. You can't tell me that because they're gonna jump on it, right? You offer them a great discount. Offer them a screaming discount. Offer them a discount that just gets them, gets enough money in to pay for the course. Then everything after that is all profit. So again, just go out there and do it. You know you can do it. You saw how fast I did it in 20 minutes. Are you telling me that you cannot get a press release on there? There's no way you can. I'm worried about one thing. I want to be the best press release person in the healthcare industry. Do you think you can help me do this or not? I'm willing to do the work. Linda, if you're willing to put in the work, we're willing to work with you. One of our biggest things with our training is this. If you are a person who wants to go out there and make things happen, and you actually go out there and take action, you are the exact person we want on our training. You're the person that we're going to spend more time with than anybody else, because we know we're not wasting our time. Our time is just as important as your time is important. And so, when we're on there, we're business. Just like, you're on there, you're business too. And we'll get you there. We do have some people that are in the healthcare industry using Newswire for some of their stuff, and they're getting great results from it as well. The 3-month account normally is $300 per month. So, like I said, you're getting $900 worth of access directly to Newswire right now with this training, along with all of this training and all the extra archives and everything. And again, you get the archives from subsequent boot camps. Are the training modules recorded? If I'm able to attend a live module, absolutely yes, they're recorded. You're going to have access to them. Also, you can ask questions prior to the training, and we will answer them. We always answer them at the beginning of the training for all the people who cannot attend. We answer all those first, and then we answer the live questions while people are on there. So no matter what, you still get your questions answered, whether or not you can make it. How many releases can we do for that $300? You can do 20 per month, Leanne. And remember, when I said 20, that means you get 20 news releases, and you can also repost them as press releases and drop them into that syndication bucket. So you're basically getting 40 different chances there. So if I get a client to pay the $300 for 1 month and give them the press release, we can get them ranked. Yeah, you can get them ranked. There's no reason you shouldn't be able to do that. Depends on the keyword. Remember, if it's a little bit more competitive, you're going to have to put a little bit of work into a few backlinks and stuff. And we've got this strategy down pat, okay, like finite, like it works really well. And in fact, something that Jack was kind of saying earlier, when changes happen in Google and stuff like that, people change their address. We don't. My phone starts ringing off the hook of people asking me, Michael, what's going on right now, or what can I do to fix this right now, or should I be worried about this, or Matt Cutts said this, is it BS or not? and I have these conversations with people, and I basically say, yes, this is BS. No, this is not BS. This is what you need to do to fix this. We discuss all of that, and we do the same thing during our Q&As every week. Let's see. You write like a banshee, Linda. I write like a banshee. I could sit down at a keyboard and just stuff comes out of me, and it's great, and people seem to like it. So, I mean, I feel you. That's how I am too. And there's a lot of people out there who can't write, and we have options for those. Some folks just don't like to. Sometimes you just don't have enough time to write. That's my problem. I just don't have enough time nowadays. Is this webinar recorded so I can show my partner the strategy rather than attempt to explain this? Yes, it should be recorded. We recorded it on a couple different machines this evening, so it should be. And I want to tell you, actually, we are going to be doing a live encore of this. So I'm going to take the recording of this. I'm going to be on the call tomorrow live with my staff. We're going to do this at 1 p.m. Eastern time, and you guys can see the entire replay live tomorrow. It'll be on there. So it's 1 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. Not 4 p.m., 1 p.m. 1 p.m.
Hey, I wanted to let folks know, those who are asking about if they got in on the bonus. Kenneth, yes, Kenneth, Alan, Roxanne, Robert, David, Sean, Mark, yes, you're in the bonus. We got a couple of spots left, so if you are about to join up, go ahead and hit it so you can get into the first 10 that will get the bonus around the reputation manufacturing. So just want to let you know there were a couple of spots left for those of you that are trying to get it together and decide which way you're going to go on that.
It appears that you may have one, maybe two spots left, and that is it.
Yeah.
So what time does Bootcamp start tomorrow? Somebody asked 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. And we're doing the actual encore at 1 o'clock Eastern time. So there will be an encore of this entire thing of the recording. So anybody who wants to see that, jump on there. Let's see here, a couple more questions. How many releases do you need to rank a business for competitive keyword? It's going to depend, Leanne, on a couple of things. That's something you can definitely ask tomorrow. The thing is that you can rank the releases and get those on there while you're working on their website and getting that on there. So a lot of times, when you tell people, like, I'm going to start doing some SEO for you or start helping you get your website up in the rankings, you can say, but I have some quick kind of fixes or quick kind of Band-Aids or moves that I can do to get you on there for some stuff right now. By using my press release network, I can get you guys on there for this competitive keyword while we're getting your website ranked for it. And you can backlink the press release to their website, to their Google properties, and we give you guys the whole formula for how many links you need to do in a press release, what you need to link to, what the best strategy is for what you're trying to do. We have the whole thing broken down. So if it's a local client, if it's affiliate product or anything like that, we talk about all of that, and we get you guys kind of whatever you need in terms of if you're doing it for B2B or not. Somebody said, if I join at $9.97, I can submit my own press releases. Yes, you submit your own press releases, and yeah, you get that for 3 whole months. Let's see here. What else do we have here? Let's see. Anybody else? I think we answered a majority of the questions. If we did not answer your question, please type in the chat or the question area real quick again so we can go from where we're at right now. Can I get personal branded ranking for real estate agents in a large city? Doctor or lawyer, not sure how big Albany is. Is Newswire in Canada? Yes, you can do it in Canada, and yes, you can do it for major cities or large cities. Okay? Yes, absolutely you can. I've done it for major large cities several times. It's not an issue or a problem. Unlimited press releases for $9.97. Somebody asked me. No, that is not correct. You get 3 months of access to Newswire. You get the 8-week boot camp. It's actually a 10-week boot camp. All the bonuses, access to SPR and all that for it. So you get 20 press releases a month for the first 3 months. If you guys have any questions about that, let me know. Even if the website is not close to the front page, yes, absolutely, Tom. If you didn't see at the beginning, I actually got him ranked in 2 minutes for several keywords in his area that we pre-searched for right before I posted it, and he wasn't ranking on there for anything or any of those things. So there you go. Any other questions I need to address right now, folks? Let me know. You just need to do a sales pitch? Absolutely. Just get in there and walk in there. I will be showing this tomorrow, Linda, at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll be there live answering your questions, making sure that anything that you need to know is covered. Any other questions, let me know now. I would appreciate that. And Jack, man, Jack's giving you guys some cool stuff. Like I said, he spoke at our live event in June and was talking about press releases. And that was actually a couple of people actually approached me later on trying to get the footage for that. We haven't even shown the footage to hardly anybody out there. And I think Jack's going to be giving you guys a little taste of that and getting that footage hooked up for you.
Yeah, this is really good stuff, and I see some of the stuff that people are putting in there, and I can see folks are their minds are spinning, and they definitely have the right idea on how this is used. How many of you has your whole mindset kind of changed, or your whole thought or perception of what press releases can do have changed from the beginning of this training?
Mm-hmm. I know a lot of people are just, as soon as we post that, they freak out.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of folks, they think, oh, press release boring, nothing sexy about press releases. Man, I'm telling you, this is you put it in a bottle, it's sweeter than Yoo-hoo, I tell you that.
Somebody asked if I do this as an affiliate, do I need to build websites for the press release? No, you don't have to. If you want to, I encourage you to, because you can do lead capture and then obviously market to them multiple times. But if you just want to send them directly to the product and stuff like that, you do not have to build a website. You can do this just plain and simple, just like that. See, a strategy is so cool because some people just won't do a lot of things like videos, which are good, but this will really motivate them. Absolutely, Tom. Definitely changed my thinking. I'll be signing up as soon as my client's check arrives. Awesome, Roger. I'm going to be really happy to have you in there. There was something I was just going to say just a second ago. I lost it, dang it. I lost it. It was good stuff, though. But let's see, any other things I need to address right away. I think your 10 is almost filled up, but actually I think it definitely could be. But if not, I'm sure, since we had that payment error, maybe we should make it like 15. I don't know. That's just me.
Well,
that?
You know what? I guess to be fair, if anybody here is like, I saw that who was it that's waiting for their client's check to come in? I don't want to. I know we did have a payment error and people were having processing. I really want to keep it as small as possible, but if there's still people that are trying to get in and they thought they were going to get in and get cut off, I'll go to 15, but I want it to be very, I'd like to be kind of small to make sure everybody takes action and gets it done. Because we're just going to be doing this one strategy on the special bonus webinar, but you also get the video from the live event that I did. So
yeah.
If there's someone that got in and thought they were right in there, then yeah, I don't want to be unfair, so I'll push it to 15 total, but we'll cap it at that.
It's good that you just said that, because you actually just did 3 more. So there's only I think 2 spots left right now. So you guys, if you're on the fence, grab it now, because you're going to get all that extra stuff on top of what you're getting for the boot camp. I mean, this is a screaming crazy deal. Most people are like later on, after they do a couple of newswire posts, tell me I'm absolutely insane for doing this. My whole thing is helping out people with their local businesses and with getting prospects and clients, and also making sure people are learning how to post correctly and not do this spam posting stuff that I've been seeing a lot of. To us, that's really important. Harold, yes, you did. You are in, sir. You did get the bonus. How much do you charge for these types of services to local businesses? Leanne, that should depend upon the actual industry. Obviously, plastic surgeon, you're probably going to charge a little bit more for, because it's a little bit higher customer value for them, as versus a dog walker or something like that, right? So you're going to want to price it according to a few different variables with that. I'd say you can charge them, for one-time blasts, a minimum of $300 or up from there. So no matter what, just one press release pays for an entire month of access if you're doing a monthly account. If you have a yearly account, that's obviously the best, but you don't even have to worry about that stuff right now. What I try and tell people is don't even worry about a cost later on. If you guys are utilizing it and needing it 3 months down the road, that's a terrible problem to have, right? Is that you have so many clients that you need to post these for that you have to get a yearly account or get an account like that. If that's the case, then that's a terrible, awesome problem to have. Let's see here. Anything else that we should go over? If you are linking to WordPress sites primarily, are there any of these tools that will break a website if you use them for any reason? Just wondering. No, it won't hurt a website ranking, and we actually show you how to do backlinks from the press release to your site, so it'll actually help you as much as possible. Michael, if I do a free press release to get them on board, what is the strategy for them to pay for another one? Let's see if we do a press release strategy. What is the strategy for them to pay for another one? I'm not quite sure of the question on that, other than you tell them, this, because you could do the free press releases, but they're not going to get the same kind of oomph as some of the news releases, as well as some of the higher end press. Obviously, you get what you pay for. It's kind of like tattoos, If you get a $20 discount tattoo, you're going to have $20 discount tattoo tattooed on you. As versus, a really nice $500 or $1,000 work of art, it's definitely going to be a little bit different. So we do teach people about free press release sites. We show them how to utilize those as well as really low-cost ones, and also how to utilize some of the higher-powered ones like Newswire. And remember, you got access to Newswire. You have access to it, so you don't have to pay for it for the next 3 months. So you can utilize that as part of your strategy. Let's see if there's anything else. Any other questions, let me know. And we're probably going to take questions for about 5 more minutes, and then we're out of here. And then we'll be doing this replay tomorrow. And I know that I'm going to refresh the screen right now. I think there's at least one more spot left, but let me look. For Jack Steele. Yeah, it looks like there's at least one more spot, maybe 2. So any other takers might want to grab it while they still can. For sure. Let's see here. Any questions, comments, concerns? I do appreciate you having us on, Jack. As always, I always want to make sure that we show your folks as much as possible and talk about strategies and techniques that they can go out and put into play right now to make things happen.
Oh, this is absolutely fantastic, and this is great. In fact, I'm looking forward to seeing Michael on stage here in the next couple of days out in San Francisco. He definitely is looked at as one of the top tier SEO guys in the internet marketing. So I'll be getting to see him speak and maybe hang out, share a piece of tree bark or whatever it is you're eating these days.
Oh, you're a funny guy, man. I do eat a little tree bark actually every once in a while. Let's see. Want to say love this in your offer. How long is it open for tomorrow? Jill, we actually start the first training tomorrow. But what I want to tell you is that the offer is going to be open for a couple of days now. Jack's a friend of ours, and it is, Wednesday? So you guys have about another week before this closes, and then we're done. We're closing the whole thing down. Like, you can't buy it. Again, we can't have people joining way through this. So if you're on the fence, just get it. Then you have 3 months of Newswire. If you can't go out there and sell a couple of Newswires with Jack's training behind you and our training behind you, I'm going to be highly surprised. And if you're having a problem making a sale, get on the call and say, I can't get a client right now, or I can't get a prospect to say yes. What am I doing wrong? We'll break it down for you. We'll go through your sales process real quick, and we'll tell you, hey, you need to try this or you need to do this, and get out there and do it. Because you can get them to pay for the cost of the course for you. Bob, thank you. Bob said, thank you, Jack. Thank you, Michael. I'm looking forward to acting on what I learned. Absolutely. That's what we're looking for.
Great.
Just go out there and take action. Let's see. Awesome stuff. Also, if you go ahead and you decide that you're done for this evening, then jump on and just let us know if you had any aha moments or if you were impressed by the live demonstration that we did. You got to realize it's dangerous. I'm setting myself up for some serious failure if I can't do it. So every time I do it, I kind of say, whew, at least that didn't make me look a little dumb on, kind of be a little embarrassing. Let's see. You guys can walk right into a client and just, bam, do it. Again, you saw how quick it worked for local terms. Loved it, but I need to kick some butt tomorrow. Cool, absolutely. Jump on there, kick some butt. Send a link tomorrow. Actually, the Encore is going to be the same link. So whatever link that you guys clicked on to join this webinar tonight, it's the same exact link. Just click it again, and it'll work tomorrow, same time. It'll be at 1 o'clock Eastern. I learned about press release, but nobody's ever actually taken it to showing how it works. Visual is education. Thanks, Roxanne. Thank you. I appreciate that. And, that's what we're here for. You're going to be really surprised and impressed with the training that you get over the next few weeks. I know that you're going to be able to get results if you just go out there and take action. That's all you need to do. Take action. Go do it. Ask questions. We're going to help you out. Looks like Linda did jump on board. Awesome, Linda. I see that you joined us. Is it easy to get the same results you got when I see a client? Absolutely. Kevin, in most cases, it'll be even easier. Sometimes, you got to realize I'm like doing this on the fly in front of hundreds of people. So there's a little, kind of little stress factor. Also, trying to just decide and ask people questions and say, hey, what do you want to be shown as, and this and that. If you walk into a business already, you should probably have something under your belt or some sort of press release that you've kind of taken a little bit of time, done a little bit of keyword research. I walked into this blindly. I didn't know what keywords would be the most beneficial to him in his area right there. There are geographic ways to do keyword research, so you know exactly what keywords people in Albany, Georgia are typing in as versus New York, New York. And so you just look at those keywords, and then you just optimize your press release and your video and your image for that, and you pretty much dominate that local area very, very quickly. It's amazing stuff, and it's something I've put a lot of research into over the last few years, is local search optimization, local keyword research, something that we've really worked hard on. Is it easy to get saying, oh yeah, I answered that one. All right, let's see. All right, we got 2 more minutes for questions, and then we're out of here, folks. So jump on here and ask us any questions right now. Came in late. When is the replay going to be? Doug, we're doing a live replay tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be on the call to answer your questions live, and we'll be playing the replay. And I urge you to join us on there. Doug, I basically got on here, taught people about press releases and news releases, how it works, some strategies on how to make them even better, and then I posted one and got somebody ranked on Google for a search term, for several different search terms in less than 2 minutes. So 2 minutes, first place of Google, and also first page for several other keywords. And you can have the same strategy available to you. You can use the same tool and system. We give you access to our system. Will this replace my SEO? May not replace it necessarily, but it definitely will give you an option to make money with this rather than doing SEO services, or you can do it in conjunction with them or as an upsell, or you can also use it to land them for SEO services. If you have a hard prospect, somebody that's just really just giving you a hard time, you can walk in there and show them some voodoo and let them know who to write the check to and how much you want. Much better, I don't want to do SEO. I hear you. A lot of the SEO techniques that we teach in this, you can actually have somebody else do a majority of it for you. So you can just concentrate on getting people on board for your PR branding stuff. Yeah, I have a meeting with 3 attorneys in the morning at 9 a.m. First sale using this strategy. You hope will I learn enough in the first training to tell them I can show them results by the first of next week? Absolutely. You can also use the training because we have that all of the recorded training in simplepressrelease.com that you have access to. It will be able to walk you through everything you need to do to get it up there right now and keep it up there. Let's see here. I got a couple of big questions that somebody jumped on. Can I call you tomorrow? Yes, Kevin, you can call us tomorrow. We do have our telephone number that we posted. If you need it again, let me know. have 2 possible clients who have fairly big businesses. Can you call tomorrow and strategize on how to get these clients? You can give us a call tomorrow. Here's the deal, though. I'm actually flying out. I'm leaving tomorrow. I'm leaving town tomorrow. I'm going to Las Vegas for a day, then flying to San Francisco for a day, then flying back to Las Vegas for 2 days, and then back home. Because I had a family thing, and then I got asked to get on stage at the Traffic and Conversion Summit, so show a couple of neato things. So I'm going to jump on there and do that. So I'm out of town, but our staff here can answer a majority of your questions and help you out. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm trying to see who you're talking about here. Oh, Doc was asking about somebody with an SEO company posing as a newswire service. Denise, I don't know. I got to look at Denise's thing. We have several people who use our. Let me pop it in there for you, there, Kevin. We have several people who use our service for posting about different things in their niche or whatever. Some SEO companies obviously use our service. I mean, we're talking to you folks and things like that too. They are all hand approved, so nothing's ever automatically algorithmically approved or anything like that. Kind of hopefully answer some of your question or concern. One more minute and then we're out of here. Any other final questions? So can I buy this and only... So I can buy this and only recurring is Newswire. Doug, if you buy this, we don't even make you do a recurring anything. It's your choice if you want to do anything recurring after that. And I have a very good sneaking suspicion that you will continue to use this. But yes, there's no other recurring charge. If you want to continue using Newswire, you can continue using them, and we give you monthly and yearly options. So we basically give levels options for anybody's budget. For the most part, you're covered on that. And again, we're not charging you anything else. Absolutely not. Period. So cool. All right, guys. So yeah, we'll be doing a live replay tomorrow. Just last thing, go to pressreleasebootcamp.com/Mize. I know he has one more spot left right now, as of right this second. And I suggest you take it. If you're looking to get that special training and video and kind of mastermind that he was talking about there. I have produced releases in the past while I use standard protocol combined with the PR Newswire release. Yes, Vicky, you will be able to do just that. And we break down a lot of what works. We're kind of SEO geeks around here, so we do all the hard work with testing and tweaking and figuring out how stuff actually works and doesn't work. And we just tell you what, hey, this works, hey, this doesn't work. Here's why. So you don't have to go out there and try and figure all this stuff out on your own anymore. We're the resource that you can utilize. Cool. So it looks like we're good. Guys, again, thank you so much, Jack, for having us on. I really enjoyed talking to your folks. They were great. Very, very
fantastic training, fantastic night. Just couldn't have asked for better. So I certainly appreciate it.
Awesome stuff. So thank you so much for having us on. Folks, if you have any other questions, please let us know. You know how to get a hold of us. Put in a support request or give us a call. And we'll talk to you guys tomorrow on the live encore if you want to join us for that. It will be on tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. We'll jump on there. We'll answer all your questions for you. Same thing. And again, we'll see you guys on the other side. If you join us on the training starting tomorrow, and if you guys get it tonight, you guys get access instantly to start learning directly from our video training before the live training starts. You get access to Newswire within the next 24, 48 hours. Somebody will be in the office tomorrow setting up your accounts and emailing you access to that and giving you basically tutorial videos on how to actually post directly on Newswire and any etiquette stuff that you absolutely have to know right now, and we'll cover a lot of that good stuff. So thanks again, Jack, and thanks again, folks, and we'll see you guys really soon. Until then, talk to you some other time.
See you later, guys.